welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Very good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thank you to everyone for listening across our audio stream channels, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio. For those watching on YouTube as well as those listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, the Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with your Mint Dhariwal from CBC Radio and CBC just in general. He's back in the Hangouts. Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you, boys.
How's summer been?
Look at this place. I can't believe the security at the front getting wanted to come in here. It's
I know. It's just kind of our policy. Matthew's very diligent.
Metal detectors.
Yeah.
Slick, I have to say.
Send in your passport a day ahead of time.
That's right.
My initial reactions, a very E-Town feel. Sounds like this place is full of guys from Edmonton, and it's awesome. And women, too.
Yep.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Moving
you.
on up.
A lot more space.
So much space.
I mean, even just in here, there's room to just even put your legs out.
That boardroom looks pretty official. Once a big, huge oak table gets put in there, it'll be something else.
That's on its way, as we understand.
We believe. Otherwise, we have a line on getting one custom built for us.
That's cool.
Which we could potentially look at as well. But I don't know.
What does a boardroom meeting look like at this place?
It's
actually pretty professional.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it really is. You might be surprised.
I am actually. Yeah.
Dusty brings an agenda.
Okay.
Prints off a full agenda. Everyone gets the agenda. We go through a lot of business.
That's awesome.
Get through it. It takes a while nowadays, because before, when it was just the five of us, me, you, Eric, Dusty, Trev, we just do it in the afternoon. It's easy. We'd have that one was a little more looser. I would say,
but it was just a few of us.
But then,
that's cool.
But then with everyone, we can't, somebody's always on the air, so we have to do it at night.
Right.
So now people are here later, and so it's kind of like, let's go. Yeah. We want people to go.
And how about the learning curve? Pretty steep when it comes to the world of business. You know, when you come from a place where someone else takes care of all of that stuff.
I have found it interesting.
Yeah.
I guess Belzy and I got a brief crash course in it before 1260 went down, because we started Hello Hockey.
Oh, that's
but
right.
It was an independent show that we owned, that we bought the airtime from 1260. It still is. We still kind of have the same deal here. But
that's cool.
That was interesting, learning that side of it. Dusty had already kind of been doing
some of that.
Because Oil Stream and Two Guys and a Goalie and...
Oh, that's right.
Lock Shop. Those were just podcasts before they were turned into regular radio shows.
Separate entities. Right?
Yeah. So he's got the chops with that. Glue Guy's been great. Obviously, coming from a sales background. Did you do much sales? But Matt,
I didn't do sales, and I still don't really do sales.
Yeah, but he handles the back end.
The job I'm doing here, I was doing a lot of that already at 1260. So I know there's certain things I'm doing here that my boss would have dealt with a little bit.
Sure.
1260. But there's a lot of things that I'm just still dealing with the same stuff. So for me,
exciting stuff.
It was it's been pretty seamless, I would feel.
But really, that's where the world has gone, right? For kind of local sports and things like that. If you want to be on the airwaves, it's not just here. I'm sure it's in cities across all over.
It happened in Vancouver. It happened in Winnipeg. It happened in Hamilton, but Hamilton's so close to Toronto.
Yeah.
Hamilton basically was just TSN Toronto being aired.
Yeah.
Except for I think by
shows.
the time they shut down, they only had one morning show.
And the Ticats.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that was it.
Yeah. Did they have the Ticats, or was it a different station?
Marshall called them.
Marshall did. That's right.
Pretty sure Marshall called them.
Okay.
On in TSN radio out there, he would have called them.
Yeah.
And then they shut that all down. But for a period of time, they went through some cuts because they had an afternoon and a morning show, but then they just completely simulcasted TSN Toronto. So in the two, you could pick up both those, no problem. And it's okay, well, I'm listening to Toronto. I could listen to Toronto anyways. So, but they had their own morning show. Where did they move to the Drive? Can't remember.
That's a massive market, Toronto. They probably have a ton of shows kind of like your guys's.
2 sports stations. That's it.
I don't
know if they would have any other sports shows.
Well, technically, Edmonton now has 2 sports stations, so us and the other guys.
No, not technically.
They do. We do. Yeah. One's based out of Wetaskiwin, but that's...
good point.
Yeah,
Good point on that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
I
right.
love that old station.
Yeah.
Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts more than 2
one.
decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider. Be sure to buy Canadian. 50% off all units. Limited time right now. Sentinel.ca. What about me?
No, I said technically one.
Technically one. I thought.
Yeah, that's why
I thought I heard so Iwanyk.
No, one.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense. How's the golf game going? Are you golfing a lot?
Yeah, a little bit. It was. I'm one of those guys. You know how some people just. It's like a Ben Johnson sprint to get onto the golf course. I'm not that guy. Like I want the conditions to be.
You're not rushing in April.
I'm not rushing in April. No, and I may not even be rushing in May. So, but when the summer comes and if I can get away, I'm going, right. And I don't know about you guys, but
I'm the same way.
Yeah, the Edmonton area golf course, they're in great shape right now. It's ridiculous. Fairways, greens, tight greens,
lush.
Yeah, lush, right. So all that rain in June, I think, we're seeing the fruits of it right now. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been fun.
You did a golf trip, didn't you?
I did. My couple of my cousins in Calgary organized a trip. We have been for a number of years. I mean, there's a huge background to the story behind it, which is kind of fun because we used to go to Kelowna a lot. Yeah, but it's just a haul. I mean, to drive to Kelowna or flying to Kelowna, it's not cheap for one, and it takes up a lot of time. So it's too bad it isn't closer because there's some amazing tracks there if you ever golf there. But then we scaled it back and brought it closer to home, and so we go to Invermere. And
nice.
So Invermere is kind of like a smaller version of Kelowna, and they've got some great tracks, right? I think it's Eagle Ranch, Copper Point, and then of course Grey Wolf at Panorama, which is.
I've heard good things about those ones.
I've never golfed out there, and I'd love to.
You haven't?
I have not.
We should do an EST golf trip.
That'd be
guys,
awesome. Yeah,
you have to. Like Grey Wolf, just in itself it's like right in the mountain, right on the resort.
Yeah,
and you'll see wildlife all the time. The one year we went, we saw a bear the first morning, and it was on the back porch of the house we had rented because the course has some homes on it. And so after I think you come off the 11th, you have to drive up a little side road, cross a road, which has a bunch of, people who own some sick houses there. And we get like 10 guys in a house and rent it out for 3 or 4 nights. And so it's right on the mountain. Like you look out the back door, it's the mountain. And so we wake up the first morning and there's like a commotion in the kitchen. I'm like, what's going on? Guys are screaming and stuff and getting all fired up. And we get downstairs, they're like, there's a bear outside. And you literally, like, this door, it had a window in it. You look out the back, is like a little cement pad.
Yeah.
And then just trees and mountain. Black bear. Just kind of chilling, like snooping around, seeing if it can pick up any crumbs.
Really?
And I was like, what the heck? And so that was the first sighting. And then when we played the round at Grey Wolf, I think it's on the back 9. Maybe it's like 14 or something like that, and it's a couple of elevated tee boxes, and on that trip, Lolly tour, up in Hockey, so I convinced him to come out, and he was a little freaked out, right, because there was a bear behind the house, and he was like, okay, like I don't want to run into any wildlife on this course. I'm like, well, we're on the mountain, Lolly, like it might happen.
Yeah, really calmed him down on that one.
Let's use logic, Lolly.
So we're coming off of par 3.
Deal with it.
Yeah. So we're coming off this par 3 that connects to a par 5, which is a big dogleg right. It's a beautiful hole, and there's a walking path beside it. Okay. And so we're driving away from the par 3 to catch up to the other guys in our group, and he's writing down the score or something, and I thought I'll just freak him out a little bit, right? And I just, like, all of a sudden out of nowhere just jam on the brakes, right? And I'm like, oh, did you hear that? He's like, what? He's like, don't F around, man. He's like, don't joke around. I'm like, I think I heard something, dude. And you're like literally in a forest.
Yes.
And so we're driving through the forest, and he's got his head on a swivel. He's like, don't freak out. We get to the next hole, and all of a sudden we see this commotion on the fairway, and there's these rangers running like along the tree line, along the fairway.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the hell's going on here? Like, what's happening? And they're like, get off the tee box. And we're like, get off what's happening? And all of a sudden along the trail, a black bear.
No.
Like a pretty good sized black bear. And it was an adult for sure. And so the boys are like, wow, this is crazy. And so a couple of us start just like videotaping it.
Yeah.
Because it's down there. It's, probably about 60, 70 feet away. And that's a trail that people use to walk, like who are on the resort.
Yep.
And so the Rangers come running through. They got the bear bangers and they got the spray, and they're like, guys, you got to get off the tee box. Like we got to try and corral this bear or whatever, or get it to go back into the woods. And so we're like, yeah, no problem. So we're watching it, and then we're just kind of standing around. The marshal's like waving his hands, get off the tee box. We're like, okay. And we turn around, and we look. The bear's on he's on the tips.
No.
And he's just kind of lying there, kind of looking at us like this. We had just seen it walk by, and we're like, okay, time to get in the cart. Let's go. Like,
jeez.
And then we took off, and I think they managed to get it to go.
What a sixth sense you have, though. You heard it.
Wow.
You heard it.
That was pure luck, man. But
Is it for the sixth sense?
Lolly was like,
You freaked Lolly out.
shit. He was freaking, man. And I was like, yeah, well, that's as close as I probably want to get to a bear. But yeah, if you want to golf and enjoy some wildlife, that's a great course to go to.
Yeah,
the deer
an
everywhere.
Elks week, bye week next year.
Yeah.
Leave on a Friday.
Yeah.
Go hit
boys.
a couple courses on a Saturday.
You could probably
Sunday.
set up. They'd probably want you to set up like right by the clubhouse to do a show.
Well, why don't we tie in the VIP golf show, which airs Sundays at 8 a.m. right here on Edmonton Sports Talk with Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock?
There's so many.
I like a bus.
Yeah.
We're going to go and we're going to bring down like 30, 40 guys,
We could do
girls,
that. We
could do that
whoever
easily.
wants to
We could
golf.
do that.
Let's go.
My uncle-
Could even be a smaller, like we could get like a 20, 30 people or whatever. Just something. That'd be fun. I've never done a golf weekend. Like
They're
that.
fun.
I've done only with my brother and a couple buddies. A couple of years we've gone to Calgary for the Charity Classic, the seniors tour that rolls through, which I think is coming up right away.
Yeah,
and we'd go golf on the
fun.
way down.
Yeah.
We'd go watch the golf. We'd golf on the way back. It was
So
a
many
great
good
time.
courses on the way.
But I've never gone out to like
The mountains
Grey Wolf
there?
and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And we've always talked about doing it, and we've just no one's ever got off their butt. And some of them have kids now, so it's kind of
Their
making it a
signature
little tough.
hole is this cliff. It's called Cliffhanger, which is I think the 7th, and you have to hit across like a big, huge ravine.
That's cool.
There's a mountain in the background, and the green is like this island green. That's crazy, like 160 or something yards across this, valley.
Reasonable.
And you got to stick it, and and then once you get onto the green, which you have to it's like a goat trail, goes back down, goes back up. You walk onto the green, and as you walk, you're looking at like another valley, and it's just like a river coming through, and you're just like,
love that.
man, how many movies have been shot here?
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so picturesque. And at night in Panorama, no lights. You look up at the sky, it's like a blanket of stars. Yeah, it really, it's a great place to just go turn your brain off and just have fun and hang out with the fellas or the family or whatever, right?
I really want to golf out there.
Yeah, you'd love it. The
Yeah.
elevation and stuff it's great. Like it challenges you because you club up or club down, and you're going up a hole 500 feet, you're coming down a
love
hole
that.
400 feet. You're hitting from the tee box, and it's just sailing and goes forever, right? And it drops down like 200 feet.
I love
onto
that.
a fairway that's looking like it's just like a carpet, right? Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, it's something else.
But I am like you, man. Like I don't need to be out there the first week courses open. I
Yeah.
don't need to be out there when it's the last week courses are open in
No.
October or November.
Fall golf is the best.
No.
Fall golf is good.
is amazing.
Yeah, I'm a big
No.
fan. I'm a big
Not
fan.
when it's cold.
Yeah, not when
Like
it's cold.
if
yeah.
it's like still like plus 10.
if it's a late summer.
Yeah.
8, 9,
That's
10
nice.
degrees. You put a nice little coat on.
But with sun, you need sun.
You need a little bit of sun.
I don't like golfing with a coat on, but
Well, like a nice little, I don't know.
Maybe a
There's
pullover
something
or
about
something.
fall golf.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's peaceful.
yeah.
But you
It's
lose
quiet.
the ball
course
in the leaves.
is quieter. There's
mean-
less people that go, so it's just way. I do actually really enjoy fall golf.
Like having grown up
Gonna have
here,
to get used to it this
like I have a bunch of different circles. Like my uncle and his buddies all golf.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law and his buddies golf. I got my own buddies who golf, but my uncle and his friends, a little older, they're hardcore. And they had they did a thing at the beginning of the season, and it's a bunch of guys that I've also grown up with, right? And predominantly in the Punjabi community, and they do a longest day of golf, which I think was it's the longest day of the
So
the
June
summer.
20th or June
Yeah,
21st.
something like that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
June. So these guys set up a trip to go to what's the Wolf Creek,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I hadn't golfed there in years, and so we were going to play 27 holes. So we met at a McDonald's at Ellerslie, jumped in a van, 4 or 5 carloads guys. We had 16 guys golfing, and we golfed. I think our tee off was like at 10, and we golfed 27 holes. Like I didn't get home till 9. I was scared to come back into the door, but it was like a 14-hour day of golf, which was ridiculous.
lot.
I was so bagged the next day, man. I felt like I had gone through training camp or something like that. Like my body was aching.
You think about it.
That was my first like foray into serious golf this summer, right?
Yeah.
And that course, phenomenal shape. Like
Is it Creek on Highway 2?
On Highway 2.
It always looks great.
It was like tip top. Like I haven't golfed there in years, but there wasn't a bad hole. And one of the marshals was saying that some guys out of Ontario have just recently bought it.
Yeah, it was up for sale.
Yeah.
It was in receivership almost, I believe.
Apparently they
a
sank
couple
$1
years
million
ago.
bucks into it.
Yeah,
and,
there was.
you could tell.
Of course, people from Ontario were the ones buying it out.
Nice.
Have you ever golfed the other? Like, have you golfed both courses there, or just the one?
I have not golfed Wolf Creek at all.
Oh, at all?
I've golfed Cougar Creek, Coal Creek, but no Wolf.
Wolf Creek. That was on the way to Calgary.
nice.
When go, that was always the main stop. Was like just it's a good in between too if you're heading to Calgary.
It's a little far for the Cowtown boys, but
Yeah.
for us, it's 45 minutes. It's perfect, right? But I think they have 27 holes. Well, we golf 27
Yeah,
holes.
well, there's
I don't know if
the-
they have 36, though.
No, they have 218s.
Oh, they do have 218s.
They have 218 because they have
there's
the
a course
course
at
on the
back.
highway.
Yeah, that's
and then
the
they have
main
a
one.
course across the street south of it.
Across the
Really?
secondary highway. Or
Yes,
something
the
like that.
secondary highway.
Yeah. You drive through a culvert and you go underneath, and then
I
it
love
goes out
that.
back. Yeah.
I made
always
a
drive
great
by it.
shot on 18 of that second one to save my buddy and I from losing our match play
brings
versus
you
my
back.
brother and buddy.
And it sucks you back in.
Well, but it was a great we should have lost our weekend match play and stuff. And I had a great shot with my hybrid to put us on the green, and
Yeah.
the other one sent it into the bushes and
You got to love
Took
it.
all the
You got to
pressure
love the
off.
hybrid. The little rescue hybrid or whatever gets you 180, 190.
Yeah.
yes.
Because not everybody can, hit a stinger with a 3 or 4 iron.
4 iron's been.
iron's
I
tough.
got my new irons 2 years ago.
Okay.
And the 4 iron's been. If I hit it good, it's money, but I only hit it good maybe 3 out of 10 times.
Yeah. I kind of screwed myself this year because, with Instagram, like there's a golf video, like once you watch one, then they're just going to send you.
And you're on
then
the algorithm.
you're
Yeah.
on the algorithm. And so there's these experts.
Manolo loves golf.
Manolo, I haven't seen him around for a
I
while.
know he was so good. I got tired of him though.
Oh, yeah, you get tired
But he
of some of
does
those
give you
guys.
good lessons. It's just becoming too much.
So anyway, I had too many guys in my head, and it was screwing me up, man. At the beginning of the year, I was in a bad place, and then I just stopped watching them.
Yeah.
And then my cousin said he'd been watching Bryson DeChambeau.
Mm-hmm.
His videos are actually pretty good on YouTube. Like he's prolific. He has a bunch of things that he does with like other golfers. They play for cash, but he also like tells you some tips.
Yeah.
And also Padraig Harrington. Like
Really?
yeah,
Is he doing some stuff?
He's doing some stuff, and he's really good. And he's actually
way.
like giving guys tips, like, okay, try this a little different. Your grip's not right, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, wow, like that probably cost you thousands of dollars to get that advice if you had to do it otherwise. So yeah, those two guys are awesome.
Rick Shields
Online.
was one I always liked.
I like Rick Shields. I like his
gone for a
gear
while.
reviews when he gets new drivers
yeah.
and putters and stuff like that. I love when he
Is that
does
the guy who had a show on the Golf Channel? Rick Shields? No.
I don't know if he did, but he signed up with
thinking of
Live
someone
Golf
else.
recently.
Did he
is that
really?
right?
Yeah, he got a deal, some sort of deal with Live Golf. I haven't seen his stuff in a while.
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
when I was trying to fix my golf game a little bit, I
Yeah.
watched a lot of Rick Shields videos. And actually, a lot of it did, to a degree, help. Like, as much help as you're going to get through
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
In the end, it's
Yeah.
still not going to beat having somebody actually look at your specific swing and
Yeah.
explain things in person to you. But Rick Shields was really good for some of that stuff.
I like the way he speaks to the audience.
I'll have to check that out.
And,
I'm sure I've
He had a
seen
great,
it.
great British accent, too.
Yeah.
He's a
Okay.
pro.
The
like-
accent always helps. I know.
yeah.
That was great.
And I love he was doing driver reviews when I got my new driver.
Okay.
I'd been watching his driver reviews every year.
Yeah.
And he's talking about I ended up with the QI10.
Okay.
And
It's a big stick.
yeah, he was talking about how the evolution of the Stealth to the Stealth 2 to the QI10. Now it's the QI35, which I think Quinn Phillips actually just picked one of those up yesterday.
really?
Yeah. But he's talking about
Quinner's a good player.
she can ball in the ball. Yeah.
She's got game.
We'll have the commission here tomorrow for the bird draft. But
Yeah, she is the
his descriptions, he's like, yeah, they've gone to the carbon fiber face, and you get that nice crunch
Okay.
off the face of the ball. It just sounds good, and that was the thing with carbon fiber before. That's why manufacturers stick with titanium club
Right,
faces, but now it has that nice crunch. And I was like, oh, I like that. And now when I hit a good one, I'm like, Rick Shields would call that one a
Shields.
crunch.
You hear the crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a lefty, and I started playing when I was a kid, like in high school, but I never really took any lessons, right, or anything like that. And I battled a slice for years, And eventually I got a little, I got a little bit of a handle on it. But every once in a while it still creeps in. And so I was on this golf trip, actually. My cousin came from England. And I told him about the trip last year. He had seen pictures and stuff. He's like, "Where are you guys?" And I'm like, "We're in Panorama, dude, and on this resort and blah blah blah." So he lives in South London in Kent, near like in Dover, in the Dover area there, right on the south.
Is that like the Cliffs of Dover?
Cliffs of Dover, White Cliffs of Dover, right by the tunnel goes over to France and Calais. And so I said, "Dude, jump on a plane, come to Calgary. We'll take you to Stampede. You've never seen Stampede, because like people from England, like at least from my family, when they come." They're either going to Toronto or they're going to Vancouver, or they come up to Edmonton and they come and see you, and then that's it. And they're not going to the mountains or anything like that. So we picked them up, took them out stampeding, jumped in the car.
Did he survive?
Yeah, he survived. Got a picture with a cowboy hat.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was nuts actually down there, man. I hadn't been to Stampede in a long time. Gong show.
Yeah.
Full on. Guys doing break stands at the lights in their Ford Raptors. It was nuts, man. I was like, this is crazy. Anyway. So we jump in the car the next day. I was going out to Penticton to Okanagan anyway, because my buddy Jay Durant, formerly of Global Sports here in Edmonton, now works at Global in BC. He was getting married. So I go, "Dude, you haven't seen the Okanagan? Let's jump in. I'll take you to the Okanagan. You'll see Kelowna, Penticton." I took him down there. He was just like, "This is crazy. It looks like Tuscany with water," right? Because he's, they go to Europe, and those guys, like they that's their version of, I think, Kelowna. Yeah. But the mountains blew him away. Like the drive through Golden and Revelstoke. Yeah. He was like a kid in a candy store, right? He was taking pictures from the passenger seat. I'm like, "Okay, just chill. We'll stop. You can take some decent pictures." So anyway, that was his exposure, and then we came back to Edmonton, and then we jumped in. My cousin Dickie Dhariwal's truck, and we drove down to Invermere because we had this boys golf trip, and he'd only golfed like 3 times, and then he golfed those courses. The guy was like, now he's thinking of moving to like Calgary. He's like looking for work, like he works in IT or procurement or something. Yeah, so it won't be hard to find work. But he is literally thinking of moving to Calgary now.
Wow,
like he was that impressed by just the raw beauty of the Rockies and the Okanagan and all that stuff. So. Yeah, I don't even know what the point of
you
that
were. You were
was.
talking about your slice.
Oh yeah, my slice. I was talking about my slice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so anyway, I didn't really, I didn't completely have a handle on it, but my cousin Dickie, he put me on to Bryson DeChambeau, and he was telling me about knuckles, change your grip.
So you interlocked?
Well, I was always interlocked, but I think my because I'm lefty, my right hand's the top hand.
Yeah,
it was always under. It was not on top.
Oh, what were you doing?
Nobody ever told me. And then so I changed the grip. Dude, like to hit a straight ball down the fairway would be like a once in a whatever. Like I'd always have a bit of a fade. Like I controlled it so much so that I would fade it and it would kind of end up on the left side of the fairway. But to go straight out, that was foreign to me. Anyway, I started like bombing it right down the middle. And I was like, dude, Dickie, like, thank you so much, man. So I owe that guy so much for helping me.
Such a good feeling when you figure something like that out.
It is. It's like you unlock this secret.
Yeah.
But really, if you have a slice and you keep on having a slice and you don't do anything to change the way you address the ball or the way you're holding your club, then
you just can always have it.
It's always going to be there. So there's enough info out there now that you can. I mean, the lesson probably would have gone a long way. But anyway.
Like practically, doing it practically.
Mine was moving the ball in my stance. I think I had to move it further up in my stance a little bit. And it wasn't by much because then I was hitting with a little too open or something.
You had it too much towards the middle or what?
I think I was standing, has this been years? Because after a while.
Drive.
Yeah, for my drive. Because after a while, like it is very rare I would have a slice. And I think I needed to step with the ball more towards my front foot a little bit more.
Sure.
Just by like a half an inch or something. And then the club face was hitting it square and it goes
But now I think
straight down the middle.
On the tour, there's guys that now, the line was always like your front foot, like right off the heel or whatever. Yeah. But now I think it's, guys are moving it further back and it's not off the heel anymore, right? Like I think
it's whatever's working for you almost.
I think so, yeah.
Bubba Watson is the classic example of a guy who I think a lot of golf instructors looked at and would be like, you don't play golf at all properly.
Right.
Everything you are doing,
Little unorthodox.
Yeah.
we would not teach. And the guy's won 2 Masters.
Yeah, and can he bomb it like 350 plus
Yeah, and
yards?
he's not a big guy.
He's a wire.
He gets that club head speed going.
That technique is something else.
The Scheffler shuffle, right?
That's
Classic.
right. I remember Murray's talked
Classic.
about that.
Yeah.
There's even that golf. No golf instructor would be like, that's proper.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I've watched that so many times and tried to wonder what, I don't know if it's his momentum that makes his back foot come around and look like it's almost slipping out of there, but
Yeah.
it's, he's number 1 guy in the world, so
He's dominating.
He's doing something
he should
right.
maybe just stick with that.
Yep. I think that works.
Yeah.
I've only had 1 round this year.
Oh, you got to catch up.
I know.
Didn't you guys have
I
a
got this
tournament
weekend.
recently or something?
I don't get to play it.
What, you just sit behind a table?
I got to run it.
Oh, you got to run it.
Yeah.
Well, you got to hire someone to run that stuff.
One day.
There's wedding
get one
planners.
day.
I think there's golf tournament planners.
He's great. He's very good at. He's
yeah.
very
I've got other
meticulous.
people going, it's all going
Okay,
well. I don't think
okay.
I would enjoy it. One of these years we'll move on and I'll hand over the reins. But I got to first build it up to what I need it to be.
Where is it at the
pass
ranch?
him.
Or
The ranch, yeah.
We've done it at the ranch the
How's
last
that?
2 years.
I haven't played out there.
It's a phenomenal shape.
Great shape?
Phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
That was a great day. I was with Taran Sandwith and the GS crew.
July?
Yes.
It was July 2nd. It was fantastic.
At the time, it was like the only hot day of the summer.
Yeah,
so
we got
like
lucky.
the longest part.
It was
No.
so much fun.
That's a fun track for sure.
I got golf tournament Sunday. I'm in.
Oh,
Very
okay.
excited about that.
Where's
Going
that at?
next Tuesday.
Legends.
I like Legends.
yeah.
It's a sneaky good track that no one really talks about.
And I never was able to play because there's 3 18s there. No, 3 9s. 3 9s.
3 9s, yeah.
3 9.
And there was the one across the highway or the road.
That's Champion, I think. It's
I
Champion,
can't-
Traditions, Old
and
Hickory. Yeah.
and we never
yeah,
played
yeah.
there. And every time I've gone, I've never been put on that.
Yeah.
And then
Is
one of
Legends
these
Stony?
years,
Is that in?
No.
it's just north of Sherwood Park.
Yeah.
Between Sherwood Park and Fort Sask,
Oh, yes.
basically.
Yeah, like you could turn right to go to Sherwood Park, or
Yeah.
you could turn left to go to
Yeah.
Legends.
And then it was one where we played this tournament a couple years ago, had a few drinks, and then we're just like, let's just play this other one. The tournament was over, and then we just
Yeah.
went in and we finally got and played that out. It was all right.
Yeah.
It's been
But
some.
the other 18 is great. And the tournament I'm in, it's for a restaurant in town. They put it on. It's hard to get into. It's my favorite one of the year.
You love tournaments.
I love tournaments.
Yeah.
2, I think if I was a golfer, I still would prefer this tournament over the EST golf tournament.
Really?
That's how much I enjoy this tournament.
Oh wow.
My dad was talking about our tournament. I golfed with him on Sunday.
Oh nice.
And he's like, man, there was so much food. And then if there wasn't food, there were drinks.
He played.
Yeah, he
awesome.
and his buddies have been in
G.
both years. He loves it, and he's like, and then if there wasn't food or drinks, there was like prizes and like giveaways and like
Shots.
yeah. He had a great time. So
I mean, I kind of overdid it this weekend because I'm without wife and children at the moment, and they're away. So my buddy Paulie Sandu had a birthday, so he thought, hey, why not get 16 guys out and play at 7 a.m.
no,
Love it.
at
hate it.
Quarry. Have you guys played at Quarry?
haven't been
Love
a Corey
I
this
haven't been
year
there
yet.
in a few years.
Jeez.
but Love the course, and I love that tee time.
When there's no wind, it's like magical, man. So we come over the hill and you're driving down and you just see the whole course, and it was just like the water was glass. It was pristine. There was a little dew on the
It's
fairways.
great driving in on the early
Right?
morning.
Early
is
morning.
nice,
And I was,
As you're coming down and you're
Great
just
view.
viewing everything.
I was a little worried because the night before, there's a fella named Mark Conley. You may have heard of him. He
I've
had
watched it
his
twice.
send off. He retired after 37 years at the good old Corp. So his
clicks for Mark Conley.
round of clap. So his send off was at Arcadia Brewing.
Yeah.
in
Great spot.
Manchester Square, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Say hi to Darren if
Yeah.
you go there.
So luckily, I knew I had to be up at like 5:45 a.m. on Saturday morning, so I kept it in check. Capped it off at 1.75 beer, and caught the train south side. And but anyway, 7 a.m. It was amazing. But Saturday, I don't know if you remember, it was like 30,000 degrees outside. It was so hot, man.
Yeah.
I think we all
it
got
was
heat
quick,
stroke.
hot heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
It was like by
20-some
10 o'clock, it was
degrees
almost
immediately.
28 degrees.
Yeah.
And so by noon, we're on the patio, having some snacks, the beef dip, and we were baking, man. It was so hot. And so, but the quarry was so
How
nice.
was the switch from 9 to 10? Because that's the only thing I've had issues with at times with quarry.
Oh yeah, because
they have all 9s and they start booking tea times on all of them, so you have to wait behind people.
Yeah, it was fine. It was pretty smooth.
Sometimes,
So we played. I forget the name. There's Granite and
Slate is up on the hill.
And
Slate is the one up on the
Ironstone.
hill.
Yeah. So when you go to the clubhouse and you go to the left, there's the snack shack. I
And
think
it's
it goes
Granite.
Slate to the left.
Slate to the left, and then
Ironstone to the right. Up the hill's Granite.
Yeah. So we played.
Oh, right. Okay.
We played Slate and Ironstone.
Yeah, because Slate goes to Ironstone. Ironstone goes to Granite. Granite goes to Slate.
Which are mirror 9s of each other, right? One's like on one side, and then the other's on the other, and then that the one at the top, Slate.
Granite.
Or Granite, sorry,
Granite's
Slate is the one we started on. But it's funny because the last time we played there, it was windy as hell, and that's not a fun course to play when it's windy because
Except
there's
if you're
so
on
much
Granite.
water. Oh, really?
Granite. So one time I went with a buddy and it was wind, like extreme winds.
Oh, wow.
And we thought, oh, this is gonna be tough. And we got put up on the hill in Granite for the 9, and we didn't feel like it blocked the wind. It was really
crazy.
nice. And then you got to
Really?
the rest of the course and you're screwed.
Yeah, rest of the course.
Rest of the course, you're just
Good luck.
So anyway, I kind of overdid it because then the next day, Adam Cook, former CTV guru, sports guru, and David Wasik, who's still at CTV, and a guy I work with, Petey Evans, good old Newfoundlander.
That's a good crew.
Yeah, and we were supposed to play at River Ridge, right, at 2:15, and then it started raining on Sunday, and I'm cutting my lawn. I'm getting soaked an hour before the tee time. I'm like, I don't think we're gonna play. So we get to the clubhouse, and it's coming down, and there's lightning bolts and thunder, and I'm like, we're not playing, guys. So we hung out in the clubhouse and we played cards actually because they had a poker table up there. It was actually kind of fun. Had a few beers. And just kind of thought maybe we'd ride it out. We rode it out, and we got out there, and it was just perfect, right? Like the storm had passed. And there's a hole on the back 9, I think it's 14. There's a couple of beavers, and they are putting in the overtime, man. They're like chopping trees down, taking branches to the little lake that's beside it. It's wild. It's wild. The beavers were like, it got to be 100 pounds. Massive.
They're pretty thick.
Massive, right? And apparently their tails, like if you get too close, like
they'll swat.
And they can be pretty hard, right? Huh. So I just steered clear. I'm like, you guys do your thing. But I think that they're a bit of a nuisance for the fellas down there.
I can see that.
But there's a couple of them, putting in some work, which I don't get because it's not really running water in that lake. But I guess they're just making a fort or something like that.
They're just pissed at the water.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
They're doing beaver things.
Beaver stuff, building dams.
Beaver things. But yeah, if you want some different wildlife on your course or when you're playing, River Ridge would be.
As long as it's not geese.
Oh, there's lots of geese.
Yeah.
There's a lot of geese at Quarry. Yeah.
That's what I've heard this year.
Goose poop all over the place. Yeah.
I hate the geese.
Yeah. I got chased by a goose 2 years ago.
It's not fun. Nesting? Once they start hissing and you're like,
there's that raven crest, like on the back when you go down the hill and you come back up, and it's that short par 4.
Yeah.
And I think my second shot went through the green, and so there's water behind it, and I thought, okay, I'll go look and see where the ball is, and all of a sudden this goose just comes full wings.
You have to make yourself look big too.
Oh yeah, I started running.
Yeah. That's the thing to do.
I didn't want the ball.
I hate the geese. Yeah. Absolutely hate.
It's rare for them to do that, but I guess
it's the time of the year.
If they got little goslings, I guess. I don't know if they're called
I think that's when you have to worry. There's a part of the year where they're like the most threatening, and you got to be extra careful. I pretty much, I think, killed one once. It was short part.
You're the only one.
It was.
You killed one on the course?
I think so.
With a shot?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's dead.
Well, I mean, did you see the ball hit it?
Well, so there was it was a where's Bunting's tournament usually?
Broadmoor.
So there's a par
Another
3.
good track.
That is a good one. Yeah.
There's a par 3 there, and there's like a bunker right in front of the green, and there was a load of them. Like there had to be like 30 of them or something.
Oh wow.
And I looked at this, I'm like, I'm going to hit these birds. Like, I just know it. Like, it's in my head. And I then sent a stinger right into the group of them.
Yeah.
Like, just a fireball, like not a lob, anything. No, it was just a bullet towards them.
And an accidental stinger, because I'm sure you're...
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'm trying to go for the green. This goes into the bunker. I was not, but mine's thinking. So they all start running away.
Yeah.
Because I really sent one, and then one starts limping away, and it was well behind all of them. Like, well, I just killed. Like that one's gonna die.
It's coyote meat now.
That one's not gonna be able to survive.
Yeah.
So now I think
took a Titleist to the berries or something.
Now I think they're all just like probably know that I killed their cousin.
Oh wow. Hopefully,
want to come at me.
There's a formal meeting and you're on the
I'm on the list.
You're on the hit list.
I was on America's Most Wanted for the geese type show that they do, that it's all out there. Watch out for this loser because we're going at him.
Hopefully no provincial rangers are watching this show right now.
Well,
It's accidental.
hey, they're there at their own discretion. But it happens.
Yeah, it happens. It'll happen.
And then a friend of ours, we were golfing, did the exact same thing, and he felt so bad, but you could see it like limping, trying to fly away, and you're like, coyote meat.
I'm hoping it's
thinning
buddy
the herd.
saved it.
You're thinning the herd.
When I was
That's
golfing
it.
on Sunday with Pete and we saw the geese and he goes back home, they just, if you were to hit one of those or whatever, or kill one, you'd just eat it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Like,
They eat goose. I said, what does that taste like? He said, yeah, it's a little greasy.
yeah.
Probably like duck.
Yeah.
I do like duck.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens, man. Like, you're on a course and the wildlife, the geese are clustered there. It's going to happen from time
usually
to
they kind of start moving and moseying on, but sometimes they're just kind of
in Arizona, in
dumb.
Phoenix, there's quail running around a bunch of the courses.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they have the little horn or whatever it is, and they kind of walk funny.
yeah.
And there was like a pack of quail, and my dad was golfing with his buddies, and he hit a stinger off the tee box and
Another one.
nailed a quail, and his buddy Chris picked it up. Schmitty's like, well,
Supper.
yeah, coyote meat. Just gonna throw it.
Coyote
Yeah.
meat. Yeah.
I did see in Phoenix rattlesnake. I was going for my ball in the rough stuff, and I saw a pack of quail running away, and I looked them.
Like a big one?
I thought to myself, I'm like, what are they running away from?
Yeah.
Why are they in such a hurry? Because usually they just kind of sit there and make that weird noise that they make. And then I look and I could see this thing slithering, and I was like, oh, I'm out of here. And you could hear the rattle.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that ball was gone.
That's one of the issues I have with Arizona. If I ever idea of ever being there, it's the snakes.
But just if you're going into the rough
Well,
stuff,
you're not looking for a ball.
No,
you're going
not.
quick, or you take a club with
Or you take a club so that you're ready.
You know where it is. You take a club. And that's it.
I know I did that ball. If I know where one is, that ball's theirs. I ain't go that. It's not worth it for me. That's why when I golfed Phoenix a few times, like in the winter months, they're in hibernation and stuff. So like, you're pretty good, and that makes me happy. But I don't do snakes well.
Just seeing it, you're like, you think to yourself,
What part of Phoenix? Where's the course in Phoenix?
That one, I think that was called Coyote Lakes.
Oh, okay.
But it's just a local public course. It's just cheap, fun.
That's some fun.
decent
Yeah,
shape.
there's some fun.
Yeah.
Totally fun tracks. And sometimes there's some courses where you wouldn't even expect them to be, right? Like amidst houses or whatever in a kind of a community.
That's what this one was.
Yeah, you're driving on like the ring road, their version of the ring road in the Southwest. We went one year for the waste management.
Yeah.
When they shut off the booze.
That was 2 years ago? The Wasted Management Open.
It was nuts. But anyway, we golfed like in Glendale or Goodyear, like on the west side, and we golfed in a couple other places in the Southwest. But didn't see any snakes or anything like that. But yeah, there's nothing like golfing in February when.
I golfed it out there, and there was a frost warning.
Oh yeah, well, that'll
I
happen.
know, but
That'll
you're not
happen.
something you're not expecting. You're going like, oh, there's a frost warning. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It can get cold.
You're in Arizona and stuff like that.
It's it's literally you're in rock, so it gets cold at night, and you can get that. But there's some phenomenal courses out there. I played some great ones, and then there's some good just cheap municipal ones.
Cheap municipal ones, yeah.
Public
and they're really good. The front nine's like really nice, and you go on the back nine and it's like burnt to shit, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess that's why it's you
can find the good golf deals on there.
Oh,
like there's the Golf Now app down there or something, and they'll do the hot deals where you can be like, this course is only $12 right now. And you're like, yep, jumping on that one, and that's
what we would do. The hot deals.
Yeah. My brother-in-law and my uncle do that because they got
because there's so many courses down there.
Yeah,
and
so
they're operating 12 months a year, so they could give you those deals. Whereas in Edmonton, you're trying to pack in as much revenue as you can for a short period of time because you don't know when your season's going to end.
Well, that's it.
It could end at any moment, and you don't know when your season's going to start next year because it could be early, it could be late, it could be average. So you got to pack in as much revenue as you can. Whereas there, it's like, well, we're opening up 12 months a year. We can afford a $12 18 holes for a little bit here. Screw it. Come on out,
it's
people.
Dirt cheap.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but when we were there for that waste management, like the prices go through the roof.
Yes.
Like the premium courses, they're wanting like 3, 4, 5, if not more. For a round, and we were like, "Screw! I'm not paying like $5. I can't pay that much for a round, right?"
I forgot what my Uber driver said because when I was in Phoenix, I was there a week before the last time Super Bowl and Waste Management.
Yeah.
Because they had the double.
It was on the same weekend.
They were telling us about just how much money like servers are going to get set to make, and just because of the amount of people coming to town for both events.
Yeah.
It's for the workers there. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah.
And everything just goes up.
That was it.
Airbnbs are usually like minimum like 6-night rentals. Like you can't book a 2-nighter or whatever. And those prices get jacked up. It's a big one for them.
Surge.
So I don't know when that one's happening again. That'll happen every 6-7 years or something.
That was an epic trip because it was Waste Management on the same weekend as Super Bowl.
Was it that year?
And I was in a pick and pool.
Damn.
For that Super Bowl.
Right.
Like you start when the playoffs start. And it came down to the last game. There's 2 guys. Like there was 50 people. It's $50 a person. Like first place is $2,000. And I was ahead by, I don't know, like 24 points or whatever it was. And there's a guy in second and third place. And so it was, of course, KC San Fran, that Super Bowl. And I had picked KC. Like I had ridden KC all the way through. And so you knew these guys behind me were going to pick San Fran.
Because they're trying to catch you.
They're trying to beat me, right? They're trying to leapfrog. And it came down to the wire. And so we watched it at some sports bar in Scottsdale. And we were sandwiched between San Fran fans in front of us and KC fans behind us. And so, there was about 5 or 6 of us. And we were just screaming. And then when KC won, I was just like, whoa, like, that's awesome.
You're like,
and then all these San Fran fans were like, F-bomb. And then all the KC fans were hugging us and stuff. But it was an epic trip. Like, it was a great trip. Like, that Waste Management, the stuff I saw there, it was crazy. Like, guys throwing footballs into, like, the tiered.
Yeah.
It was nuts, man. Like, people, it was like a frat party.
But that's the one they said went overboard and they had to dial it back.
But partly because there was a delay. So the delay, everyone just went, well, we're just going to get loaded more.
Well, there was rain the week leading up to the weekend, and so it was really greasy.
That's like monsoon season, right?
I guess, the rains can come. And so it made for like really slippery spots. And so some people weren't even watching the golf. They were watching people like trying to maneuver themselves down the hill, and then someone would take a header or someone would like slide and fall on their ass. And so on Twitter and on like Snapchat and stuff like that and Insta, people were posting stories. Some guys were so wasted that they were just like down to their shorts and they were like doing like body slides. It was out of control, man. It was so wild. Like they cut off the booze.
Yeah.
And they stopped charging people because there were so many people coming. Like they just opened the gates.
Wow.
Which I don't know if that was a good idea because then it was like thousands of extra people, right?
No,
but it was an experience. Like, I haven't really been to a lot of PGA events to watch, but that was a fun one to watch because even some golfers were kind of losing it because people were like, hey, saying stuff kind of out of turn, and it was entertaining.
I like going to golf events. When I go to that seniors tour, it was a lot of fun. You go spend a couple days, walk it. Another day you'd go sit and watch. But the seniors tour is fun because it's all the old golfers that you grew up watching, like Ernie Els,
sure,
Mike Weir, Vijay Singh.
Oh yeah,
those guys, they're all golfing. Like I remember watching you guys. And they're still
on
great.
TV. Yeah,
they're still great. They still. Just watching them step up to drive their ball and how it's just put the ball down, hit it. Yeah. Just start walking.
Robotic.
They're all, it's whatever. It's easy to them. Yeah. You're like, that would be very difficult for me.
I wish I could do that.
Right?
Women's Open's coming here next year.
Oh,
I've been to the two.
The Canadian women's?
They're coming back because they were last year 14. They announced that next year.
Where? Mayfair? No. Oh, wow.
Back to the Mayfair.
No, that'll be amazing.
So it's back, and so that's going to be fun.
I remember
when
Michelle Wee was here for that.
Yeah.
And we were down there covering it.
And Lydia Ko's one of the winners that won in Edmonton. And Lorena Ochoa was the other one. Two of them they're both like legends.
Legends, yeah.
So they both came and won. So that's nice for Edmonton to have that.
The one you're talking about, that Ochoa one that Michelle Wee was at, that was my first ever like golf sports broadcast working event. And I was a volunteer. I was first semester student at Nate.
Okay.
And I sat at I think it was the 13th fairway or 15th fairway at Mayfair, right by the bunker. I think it's a par 5. Yeah. And I held a boom mic.
That was your gig?
For 4 days.
Oh, my God.
You watch people do women golf.
That'd be so much fun.
Michelle Wee almost killed me with a drive. Went in the sand, and I was like, that's
too bad.
Me.
Could have got like a signed thing from Michelle.
Yeah, signed glove.
Yeah. Thanks.
John Rahm.
Yay.
He hit some guy in a tournament, I think, recently, and then he walks up, he signs his glove, and here you go.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll make up for the welt on the side of your head.
Josh Clausen was at a wedding with John Rahm.
That's
was he?
Years ago. Yeah.
What kind of circles does that guy roll?
I forgot how the wedding that Josh went to, the guy went to ASU and Rahm went to ASU.
He went to ASU, yeah.
And then I think his wife. I'd have to get
ASU.
Clausen to get the story on here, but I remember
That's a good
him telling
yard.
me like he joked with John Rahm because it was an open bar. Like, hey, let me go buy you a drink.
Nice.
But John Rahm's like, I paid for all the liquor. So it was really like John actually he actually did. John paid for it really. And
that's funny.
Josh was trying to have that joke there and stuff.
I like that. I wanted to add one thing.
Oh, yeah.
I found golfing in the Phoenix area.
Yeah.
Listen, we have great courses here, and the people that run the courses are fantastic, and we know a lot of them. Mm-hmm. It's just looser down there, it feels like. I remember we took one of those hot deals. It was my uncle and I. My brother and my dad were like hungover and tired and didn't want to golf again.
Okay.
So we went out, and we got like a 2:00 tee time. And the lady that was working in not the pro shop, but the kitchen and snack shack.
Yeah.
She's like, y'all want anything to eat? When we were at the turn, and we're like, yeah, we're starving. She's like, we got this burger deal. I'll make it for you right now. And
That's
sure
a pretty
enough,
good accent.
that's exactly how she sounded. And she's like, I'm about to lock up. You want me to make it? And we're like, yeah.
That's cool.
And she fired up the grill and made us these huge burgers and like just loaded up fries. And we just ate so well. I bought a bunch of beer. My brother, one of the rounds we were playing, I think this place was called Union Hills. Not a great course, but it was cheap and fun and whatever. We were like, all right, Paulie, it's your round. And he goes into the club or the pro shop and snack shack and comes out with 2 huge bags full of ice, just loaded with like Coors Original.
Okay.
Banquet.
That's awesome.
And he's like, each one was $8. And there's like 6
so
beers.
cheap,
It was
right?
just fantastic. Like that part, they're just so easy going. I remember I was
They
playing
are
that.
pretty laid back.
Yeah, I was playing that Coyote Lakes, and I was, again, like one of the last rounds of the day.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a vehicle when I was down there, so I was Ubering, and I went to the shack. I'm like, can I just grab a beer? And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And I'm like, she's like, I'm closing up. You made it just in time. I'm like, oh, I'm just waiting for my Uber. He's going to be here in like 10 minutes or whatever. And she goes, this keg's almost done. Do you want the rest of it? I was like, yep. So she just poured me a jug and away I went. It was
sick.
Just like that. Very loose, very open and friendly. And you're like, I love this. This is
cool.
great. I could live down here.
I'd love to live somewhere where you can golf 12 months a day.
That's the plan.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good.
Just to wake up in a Jan and be like, I'm ready to go golfing today.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not cold. You're hot. Like all your muscles are like, you're like nice and
when you
loose.
hit a fairway iron, there's like an actual divot.
Yep.
It's not like hitting cement, which happens here starting in about 3-4 weeks.
If it rains for a little bit, like, oh, whatever, I'll go tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
And at those prices, it'd be bloody affordable.
Yes.
I would probably
like on public courses. Like it's not, you're not golfing TPC, all the time.
I know
You could though if you want to.
If you wanted to, if your
coin.
budget.
It's actually not too crazy priced when last time I looked.
There's so many courses down there, man. Like
that's the thing.
Even if you go to Palm Springs, like my buddy Sonny, he's got a place in like near Coachella.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like this condo tucked away in a gated community or whatever. And we've gone down there a few times just to kind of chill out. And you're like LA is an hour 45, 2 hours away. But there's like these courses tucked into the hills there that look so shishi. Like they look like it would be like $300-400 US.
Right.
But it's like it looks like you're on Mars, right? Because the rock formation and it would be those would be some tough courses, right? Because it's almost
shots.
Like, it's target golf.
Yep.
It's absolute target golf. But that's like one of 50 in the area. Like if you look at a map in the Palm Springs or Palm Desert area, it's just dotted with courses. Like if you're a golf lover, I mean, that's where you probably are. Yeah, that's where in the US, that's where you're probably
Phoenix, they say there's 200 in the area.
200 courses.
I believe it. We had one.
That makes sense.
The one at our community where we had our family home is called Trilogy. Actually, Cam from GCL Diesel has a place out there.
Oh yeah.
And that one, if you don't know it, you're screwed. Like it's a bit of target golf.
Yeah.
Actually, we found them to be unfriendly, even though we had a home there.
At that course?
Yeah. I was like, what's the deal here at the pro shop? Like, like, hey, we are house this.
It was probably because you went in there elbows up. You were just like this in the car.
Oh, that was even before elbows up. Years before elbows up. But
here we got an elbows up coming in, heads up, boys.
Oh, yeah. Dave in Section T texting and says, they kept a family of coyotes living on the Broadmoor last year. Litter of pups getting fed a gosling by mama 15 yards from the cart path. Geese were tightly huddled, and wandering cats were non-existent. I love that. Adam in Quebec City texting and says, I'm curious about your guys' take on match day, especially Arsenal versus Milan. No thanks.
That's today.
Collingwood Rob.
What, Arsenal Milan for what?
Friendly?
Why would they be playing?
Who cares?
Well, that must be full friendly.
Who cares?
Well, I do
about
have to get back to soccer after that, but I'm just very curious about why that.
This is not a Gunners station.
Let me finish up with Collingwood
Most
Rob.
certainly isn't.
Most certainly isn't.
I'll finish up with this one on golf. Collingwood Rob texting in says, the links at Crowbush Cove PEI has a par 3 that is 100 yards from the whites. Whatever your club is for that distance, you have to aim about 50 yards left of the pin and allow the sea winds to push it back.
That's
very
sick.
Intimidating pitching wedge shot, but it's fun watching the wind do its job. That would be fun.
I got to go. I haven't been out to Atlantic Canada, which I'm embarrassed to say, but I need to get out there just to see like the scenery and take in the culture. But also, the golf courses there would be nuts.
Yeah.
Like what's the Cabot Links that everybody talks about?
Cabot Links. Apparently they're building another one out there.
That is the course of Canada.
Yeah. You guys should take the show out there.
Sure.
If any of those golf courses would like us to come golf with them and in exchange for the hangout being live on location,
absolutely,
we'll gladly do that. I'll pay for the travel. For that part.
I won't.
How many Atlantic Canadians probably tune into this show out here in Alberta?
5.
Probably, maybe a dozen.
It's a really good question.
We do get some.
We need to get Jill Foote to tune in.
Yeah.
And then there's one.
Holy blast from the past.
I haven't talked to her in a little bit.
She comes out here every now and then.
She was here a couple of months ago, but she was ill, and I didn't work out for me to go.
She's great.
See her and all of that.
Where is she now?
Halifax.
Oh, really?
Back home.
Holy.
That's where she's from. So she's doing radio out there. And last time I talked to her about it, it was like they're still in like 2000s radio.
Oh yeah,
like,
old
so
school.
It's back in the day, old school.
Because the community
that
supports
style,
it, right? Or whoever owns
the way
it
they even do things.
gets
It's
it.
just the radio hasn't. Their industry hasn't been.
So is she like a morning show host or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. She's married to that Milan guy.
Oh,
yeah, good dude.
Yeah, solid dude.
Great guy.
I played ball hockey back in the day with that guy.
Oh, yeah?
And on ice, that guy's good.
He's awesome.
He must have played high level. I think he played Nate.
Yeah, I think he got up to Nate.
Like
I don't know if he got higher than Nate.
Yeah. Yeah, guy can skate, man.
But yeah, he was a Nuke alum.
He's a bit of a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a good looking man.
good-
He is
She's a good looking woman.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
But
Good genes there.
I remember we always joke like he might be the better looking one of the relationship.
Oh, you can't say that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can think that, but I don't know. If
You
I would
can't.
say
We've
that.
said that around her and stuff. It's, he's.
But
that,
what does it matter now?
He's that good looking.
What does it matter now?
She's good looking,
AI?
but he's that good looking.
AI is going to screw everybody with really good looks now because now the models are all AI generated.
I saw
That's
a video
scary.
yesterday.
Vogue. Did you hear about Vogue? Did you hear
No.
about the big kerfuffle?
What happened?
That their latest whatever person on the cover it's an AI generated model.
Is it
Google
their
Vogue
reason?
AI. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Guys like Nielsen no longer going to get
Is there a reason
covers
for
of
that?
magazines anymore.
Was it a story of them trying to be like, you won't know what AI
that's a
is,
good
or is
follow-up
this
question.
them trying to do something with
I
it?
think it's the debate over the, like the ethics around it now, like magazines and, any kind of advertising. Like, how do you know that it's a real person? Like
by
to
the
look
way,
at her, she looks real, but apparently she's not.
Cole Harbor Joe, just quickly interjecting here. There's a few of us that I know of. LOL.
There you go. It always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So AI Vogue?
Yeah. Vogue AI is like the story that people have been talking about this
I
week.
saw a video yesterday, scrolling, I think it must have been TikTok. And it was somebody put a fry in their windshield. There's a seagull on their thing, and it pecked the windshield, and then it pecked through the windshield. And first glance, I'm like, holy crap, it broke through it. And then on the second one, I noticed, I'm like, no, this is AI.
Yeah.
But for that split second there, you're looking and
You're thinking,
this looked legit.
yeah, it's greasy,
And
man.
that's the scary part of it all.
It is pretty scary. But, there's a whole generation that's going to grow up just getting used to that, which is even scarier.
Which one is it?
So go to the news.
While you guys do that, portions of this hour of The Hangar brought to you by the Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of EST, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out.
not real.
TheHiveProductMarketing.com. We got Min Darwal from CBC Radio, Radioactive on your afternoon drives home.
3 to 6.
3 to 6. I always get it's a preset for me. 93.9.
93.9, yeah.
93.9.
Or 7:40 a.m. for you AMers.
It's been a long time since I listened to CBC on the AM.
Yeah, it's a bit tinny. It's a bit tinny, but you know,
but that's
some
the
people
beauty.
are into
That's
that.
what I like the AM part. So
I mean, if you're in the garage working on, you know, at the bench or something, maybe you want to put the old transistor on.
Tom's all Matawanac here on the Hangout, which is presented by Sentinel Storage, right here in Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Coming up at 11, it is the Lock Shop. We got Oil Stream Lock Shop, Oil Stream Live, BP's Clareview today.
BP's Clareview, hopefully on the patio. Should be on the patio.
We've got EST Afternoons, myself and Hernan, as well as the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. That's coming up later tonight as well on Edmonton Sports Talk. You found the whole Vogue story?
I did. This girl is like perfect.
Like, come on. That's not
There's
fair.
no flaw.
It's ridiculous is what it is.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Not a blemish, nothing.
There's that bear I was talking about. This is off the tee box.
That guy's close.
He's so close. He had walked right up to the tee box.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then he disappeared, and then he was on the tips, lying down.
He's like, you're on my
See, that's where I think there needs to be,
now.
like, here's, like, put a law in place where if you are doing, like, there has to be disclaimers or, like, something somewhere posted,
Right?
AI. Like, if
Did you just look at the picture?
I just did, and, like, it's an ad or something. I would have no problem if
Because
our
it's
government's put in a place where if you are going to use something AI, there's got to be, like, an AI logo somewhere so that when you're looking at it, you can be like, oh, this is AI generated.
Because it's hard enough, you know, these days with kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, them being influenced by what they see and how it affects their mental health and things. Like, looking like this, I mean, it's not attainable, right?
And AI is just getting better and better and better, and it's all looking more realistic and realistic and realistic. That even some of the things that don't look like, we're like, that's AI. Eventually, it's not going to just look like AI. It's going to look like, no, this is legit. It's going to be so hard to tell.
Yeah.
That I do feel like maybe that's where you have to go with it, is some sort of disclaimer, something somewhere that states, no, this is AI.
Yeah.
And if you're caught, there's a big penalty or something like that.
Yeah, and I don't know who's making the decisions there at Vogue to decide that.
Well,
hey, let's put her on there.
Unless they're trying to
this
get
is a guess
into the news.
There's
it was
that
an
too,
ad
right? There's
inside
that
of
too.
Vogue.
Yeah. Oh, it was
this
on the
is
cover.
on guess.
Yeah, her features are flawless, but this blonde model in Vogue isn't real.
Yeah, it was a guess ad in Vogue. So I'm wondering if Vogue, if they even knew the question. Like, why would guess?
From the Independent, Vogue readers horrified by use of disturbing "quote unquote" AI models in guess ad. Yeah, there you go. Yes, there are AI models in the pages of Vogue, and it's the tip of the iceberg, guys. I'm done with Vogue. I'm so done with Vogue.
Because of this?
I canceled my subscription.
I didn't know you were a Vogue guy. Yeah.
When's the last time you read an article in Vogue, let alone Vogued?
When was the last time you picked up a physical magazine?
Whew, that's a good question. I think it would probably have to be the Year in Review, Maxim. I'm just kidding.
I had that one.
Remember when Maxim was a big magazine?
His Maxim is FHM.
I remember in high school, a bunch of us dudes used to think like, okay, GQ, let's see what the hottest trends are in GQ right now.
That was the last magazine I probably bought at the airport.
Try to buy that button-down 5-colored polo shirt from West Edmonton Mall and try to look like Buddy in GQ, but yeah, you weren't even close.
Through the library, you can get the Press Reader app with your library card, and you could have access to magazines. Online, though. Yeah.
I mean, my family was a big magazine family. Like, my dad used to have subscriptions to Time, Maclean's. I think there was good. What was the big women's magazine in Canada?
Chatelaine.
Yeah,
My
Good
had
Housekeeping, I
bit.
think. My mom had, I don't know. And National Geographic, which was always fascinating to me.
I had Sports Illustrated.
And
for
Sports
a while.
Illustrated,
For a long
yeah.
time, I
Yeah.
did Sports Illustrated, and I just kept them. And then when I moved out, I was
Yeah.
like, why did I keep all these? And I chucked like 99% of them. I kept like 5.
Yeah. I used to love Sports Illustrated, and I used to love reading the one section where it would be like, these amateurs are making headlines, right? And they talk about young athletes, predominantly in America, I think, who were movers and shakers.
SI nowadays, because it's had a few ownerships, and there's no magazine in newsstands anymore.
Right.
It's not even newsstands, really.
There are no newsstands.
Yeah, it's...
Shoppers Drug Mart still has magazines.
Yeah.
They've got caught a little bit, I think, currently. I think this current iteration of SI, or is it the last ownership, of doing some AI-generated articles.
See, that's not right.
That's why? Like, who wants to read that?
Because for a while, no one was catching on and stuff, and you don't have to pay a writer. You have John
That's
crutch
terrible.
over here writing, and they just could byline him, and he's actually AI, and it's just all written out.
That sucks. But I mean, you know, you gotta. I guess you gotta pay the bills at the end of the day, or fold. That's probably your two options. So you go down that slippery slope, and now you live there.
Or you got to evolve in a different way.
Yeah, but what?
Find a way to
how
get
are you
people.
going
I
to
don't know
evolve
how
from? What's magazine is online, and then that's
Well,
it.
it's part of that is like if you pay proper people, you pay the right people, they're going to do better work than you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
And so it's the good question is what type of quality work do you even want? Do you want quality journalism and quality work, which does cost a little bit of money?
Sure.
Or do you just want the easy thing? And it's one of the things like where I do understand where this comes from. I see people complain often online about this, and it's like, well, never was always free.
Yeah.
But people be like, well, why aren't newspapers like articles? Like if I go to the Journal, why is there a paywall?
Yeah.
Well, you had to pay for the Journal in the past. You have to go to a newsstand and open it up and pay for it. Mm-hmm. Now they're trying to still get money. It costs money to employ these journalists to write these articles.
Absolutely, it does.
There's not enough ads coming in, ad revenue to keep it going. So
The golden age of ad revenue is done.
They
It's
have
like
to paper
dust.
wallet and then paywall it. And then some people are like, well, why are you doing the most important stories? Well, because that's the one that's going to get the most eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the lower one. So if they don't paywall the top stories and unpaywall the lower stories, you're never going to read those lower stories. So it's a tough balancing act that I see newspapers and news agencies that are out of. Well, how do we keep getting proper journalism, proper reporters out there doing this, but also still get paid for it because we need to pay these people. And then also, well, we got to cut costs because, well, people do want the news for free. And there's a level of when there is a big, like, let's say there's a scandal at City Hall. Well, kind of that should be put out there for everyone.
Well, and I wonder where people get that story now, right? Because the Journal, I don't know if you guys have seen a physical copy of the Journal.
They are thin.
It is
tiny.
like 4 sheets of paper, right? Yeah. And sometimes the front page is an ad.
Yep.
I mean, I used to deliver the Journal back in the day when I was a kid, and sometimes they used to be like, a small book.
Oh, Sunday.
I used to
Sun
read it from
was
front to
massive.
cover. I used to like my parents had the Journal for decades.
Yeah.
And I used to love reading it. But yeah, now it's a shell of its former self. But I compare, I don't know. I wonder what it's like in the States. Like, I wonder what local papers are like in the States. And I think smaller communities still are able to sustain newspapers because, they still are able to generate ads. And, it's basically a reflection of what's happening in your community. You're not going to get that anywhere else.
You're not getting the Des Moines big top stories
Like, I'm
from
sure
Fox News or CNN or anything like that.
Like, I'm sure St. Albert and the Stony Plains and the Spruce Groves and the Sherwood Parks still have local papers
There's a Wetaskiwin one.
that do well,
Gazette.
right?
Once a week.
Yeah, and I don't know how it is in the States because I equate it to coming from a local news background. Local news has died in Canada because the communities don't want to support it, and they're not getting the ads anymore. Whereas you go to the States and you go to a place like Fresno, or when the LA fires happen, you look at stations like KTLA or NBC or the ABC. They're balling. Like their desk has a weather person.
Yeah.
Their desk has a sports person. They have 2 anchors. Like they're still 1995 news. Local news is still
And
happening.
multiple stations. It's still Fox,
and they
NBC,
compete.
CBS,
Foreign,
ABC.
absolutely.
They're all there. When Honolulu,
Independence,
when the
fires
tsunamis
happened,
were happening, I found the Honolulu station.
Yeah.
I found, I think, an NBC feed for it.
Yeah.
I was watching them. They had multiple people going.
Live trucks, live hits happening. Yeah. But I think it's the population, right? Our population is all of it's in California. So I think that the population still values it, still sustains it.
But there's just more money to come in.
Yeah,
like
more money.
I'll just go to a national broadcast perspective from sports.
Yeah.
Let's go TSN Sportsnet versus ESPN, and I'll throw Fox in there.
Okay.
You probably have to. No, you got to hire a few more people, obviously, if you're going to broadcast more. But SportsCenter, in both countries.
Yeah.
Well, you have 300 million people that might be buying a subscription.
Yeah.
You sell 10 million subscriptions to ESPN. Well, in Canada, you're only selling how many subscriptions?
Yeah.
That's not enough to pay for the exact same amount of people to put out the product. So they have the more money that they can just invest a lot more. Yeah. They can, if they, for percent of a population, if they get a same percent of population of subscribers in Canada than in the US, well, the Americans are getting more money though out of it because there's just so much more people. And that's the same with the local areas and stuff.
Yeah.
and then that could funnel throughout and things like that.
You know what else too? I kind of pick up from, we get the visiting media that come in for Oilers games.
Right.
We get to see them.
Yeah.
I think there's more of an appreciation for like what they do.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
You talk to somebody that would do what we do and cover, let's use the Dallas Stars or something like that. And it's like, oh, you guys do have travel budgets still. Oh, you have a clothing allowance. You get paid how much? What?
Right.
What? Oh, wow. Yeah. And they're kind of like looked at in a different light than here. I've noticed that, but I mean, I wouldn't trade this in for the world.
It also speaks to who's running it down there too. Right?
Yeah,
and
that's
I
a good
think
point.
Here you have companies, or you have, no offense to accountants, but you have people in towers on Bay Street who are deciding what's going to happen to local news. Well, I don't think they understand the business, and the only understanding that they have of the business is the bottom line. And in all fairness, that's their bread and butter.
And news is always going to be a money loser.
Sure,
because when it started, like, it shouldn't be influenced by anything.
Right.
News should be news. The news department should be able to report on anyone or any business or anything.
That's the intention.
Yeah. That's the intention of it. And yet, if there's a big story about company X and you got to go to them and be like, man, they're a big sponsor. You don't want that influence.
Customers.
You don't want that influence there. And that's why news, like, I'm a big proponent of.
That's why it's compromised on the private level, right?
And that's where I'm kind of a proponent of, like, let's find a way to have some money thrown into it from a tax purpose, because we need those stories, and it can't be influenced by anyone.
Right.
And now, even if you go that way, though, then there is an influence on there. So it is a very complicated issue. But, like, I'll just go newspapers in the country. Yeah. It's all owned by an American hedge fund for the most part.
Absolutely.
Toronto Star's not. Winnipeg Free Press, there's a few small ones, but for the most part, Sun Journal, same owner, American hedge fund. Vancouver Province, American hedge fund.
For sure.
It's all someone not even in Bay Street making the decisions.
That's true.
It's on Wall Street making the
Street.
decisions about what's going on with our news here. And we need those stories still, though. Like, and I'll take away from sports, but I want somebody reporting on City Hall.
Yeah,
I want someone finding those stories. I want somebody finding like, this is being missed right now.
Yeah.
I'm reporting on this.
100%. Yeah. And a 45-second TikTok, I don't care what you say, is not going to get you the whole story, right?
No.
And so, but that's the generation that is coming up now, and that's what they're used to. They're used to getting their news off a Yeg Wave. Like, give me a
break. That's awful.
And also free.
And
where
also
you don't
free.
have to pay for it. Yes. Whereas if you go to the past again, newspapers, you had to buy a subscription or buy it from the stands out on the front.
Right, yeah.
TVs, you had to. For the most part, you had to buy something to watch the TV. You could get the bunny ears and watch those ones for free, but you need to buy a TV
streamed.
And stuff.
Yeah.
In sports, it's interesting. You bring up TikTok, and like, I'll go work these hockey schools, and you see these kids with crazy skill, and they're all trying to do like the Michigan or the toe drag, and some of them can do it, and you're like, wow, like I couldn't handle a puck when I was like 15 like that. And
right.
The problem is, and you'll hear a lot of player development guys now, as the next wave of players are coming into the league and have come into the NHL and the pro ranks, is they don't watch games, and they don't understand system play to the way it's supposed to be executed. They don't understand the team game and sacrifice and this and that, the way that, for the most part, players generally did 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's kind of lost on them. And you can ask them about like a penalty kill in a game and a huge block shot, and the kids will be like, no, don't know what happened. Because they don't watch highlights. They just see TikTok goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Or TikTok,
and they're going to mimic that skill and try to do what that player's doing.
Yeah, so you used to watch like a highlight package or a game. You had this broad scope where you saw all these different things in the game. And then now you narrow it down to like a 20-second clip. Yeah. And this is what the focus becomes, and then the fascination, and then that's what they try to mimic.
But I also think it speaks to the talent level now, right? Like, whether it's basketball, any sport, right? So, there's a whole generation of kids who are watching Connor do that move and go through 5 players. Well, now they're going to try to do the same thing,
right?
At the level that they're at, right?
Yeah.
So then it like ramps up. The bar kind of gets raised.
Yep.
And so now you have kids coming out of junior who are ready to play in the NHL as 18-year-olds, right? Because they are that skilled. Mentally, the maturity maybe it might not be there, but I think even that side of it has gone up too, right? Mm-hmm. These players, they know that this is where they want to be, and they've got to be ready, like on and off the ice, to get there, right?
There's some kid that was rolling through, got a tour of Rogers Place. He's like 15 or something. They're ready to draft him in the dub. I don't know his name, but apparently like a bunch of the Oil Kings were like, oh, is that so and so? Because they know him on TikTok.
Holy smoke!
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing here? Used to know like the best 14, 15-year-olds because you'd read the paper and see their stats or play against them. Be like, that guy's sick. But now it's like they know these kids from TikTok.
But Tommy, all it takes is one guy on that team to be right into TikTok, to have had it sent to him, who then sends it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? They're all in a group chat. And so you're going to see it, whether you're following TikTok or not.
Right.
Right.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I'm on TikTok, but I don't monitor my account. And yeah, like my kids will send me stuff, or people, you know, who I work with who are half my age will send me stuff, and then I'll see stuff like that. But yeah, I don't need another platform to take up, you know, time that I don't have wasting scrolling.
But I've learned so much on TikTok.
Actually, or no?
Yes.
You
do learn things. You learn like household cleaning hacks, or you learn cooking
that kind
hacks.
of stuff.
I like, and there are some of those. Like I still have my sourdough starter. I wanted to do sourdough starter.
Oh, sick!
Use TikTok.
I love the sourdough, by the way.
As a reference point of watching what multiple people did. If I wanted to cook something or see what's this idea, I instead of YouTube, actually will go to TikTok first nowadays.
Oh, okay.
Because it's also quicker.
Sure.
So I could get through it generally a little quicker than watching that YouTube where they try to fill it out a little bit longer. So I actually, there's a lot of crap on it still. You scroll, but then there are other stuff that you like. But then it's also the problem with TikTok though too is one, it's very easy to just flick. So you could, next thing you know, 30 minutes have passed. You just kept flicking videos.
That's horrible. I hate it.
Or the flip side is you watch one video a little too longer. Like if I was on it right now and then one of you guys said something, I just looked up and that video played. Now I'm on that TikTok algorithm for that.
Right.
Something I didn't want. So like it could be something about, well, this is how you paint your nails. And then I would all of a sudden have like multiple videos of painting your nails. And you just have to make sure you keep scrolling past those ones to get out of the algorithm at some point.
It's also fun to like, not do social experiments, but just to see how people respond to things that you post. I mean, obviously in the work that we do and covering, you know, local teams and stuff like that, people, there's that whole section of people that want to see what, you know, Connor looked like at the morning skate or whatever, right? Like those will get views, but recently, well, not recently, but like for the longest time, I'm a bit of foodie. I like to cook food in the house. I do a lot of the cooking, and I love Instagram for recipes. I think you can find a billion different kind of recipes for one type of food and you know, different ways to make it. So I'll find a recipe. If it's pretty good, I'll try to do it. And then I'll post the before and after, right? And people are like, oh man, how was it? Did it taste good? Like
I like when you do that.
How hard or easy was it to make that? And I was like, you know what? It was actually really easy, right? I made some chicken and potatoes dish, which kind of had a Greek spin or twist to it. Some private chef in Toronto or somewhere had been making it for 2 or 3 years for their client. And I'm like, that's a long time to be eating the same dish, but whatever, it must be pretty good. And sure enough, I made it. And yeah, like my litmus test is my 15-year-old,
right?
Our 15-year-old.
Didn't you make some kind of burrito, some wrap thing, and your 15-year-old loved it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was a while back.
You told me about it, and you're like, it's so easy, it's delicious. And
this chicken and potatoes one though it's really good, man. And it's like a lemon and orange based juice that you put on it.
Lemon and orange.
Yeah, you just juice one lemon, you juice an orange, you throw it over top of the chicken. You put in those little baby potatoes, like the little potato company potatoes. You throw it in the oven for an hour. I mean, some herbs and spices too, oregano and this, that, and the other. You throw it in there for an hour. Bring it out like it's covered, and then you throw it back in for half an hour. Dude, that chicken is so moist because of the lemon and then the liquid that just kind of sits in there. And then the potatoes also soak it up and they get like that glazy. Oh man, I'm telling you.
I'm getting very hungry right now.
It's really good. And last night I made, in Indian cooking, there's something called keema. Like it's basically ground beef. And you just throw like garam masala, cumin and some other spices, some peppers, whatever, jalapeno, whatever you want to put in there. You throw in some peas. In this recipe, you also throw in like those baby potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you want some protein and you want something and you like a little spice and you like a little flavor, easy.
What's it called?
It's called keema, Kema. I'll send you a link to the recipe. I'm telling you, dude, I just made a pot of that stuff. Like I ate some last night. It was so good, and I'm gonna just eat that for the next 4 days. Like it'll just last because I'm batching it right now.
Attaboy.
Yeah, but
you do whatever you
good.
want, man.
It's good, dude. I'll send you a link to it.
It is. I do enjoy cooking. I find I enjoy it a little more in the fall and winter than in the summer, just because oven, you don't want that a little bit more. I need a barbecue.
Or jump on the barbecue. Yeah,
I need a barbecue more. I haven't done it.
Get it on the Blackstone. Yeah,
I don't have a Blackstone.
I don't either, but
my brother got one for his lake and stuff. I think he likes it.
My buddy's got one. He swears by it. Although the last time I was at Costco, some dude was unloading it from his truck with his son, and they were taking it back. So I was kind of like, what happened?
But it is Costco, so they may have just needed it for a weekend.
That is
and
true.
And decided, you want to know something? We're just going to bring this, but we're done.
Yeah.
We got our use out of it. We're good to go.
But they also have the mini Blackstones. Have you seen those?
No.
They're like $300.
Well, that's not
They're about this
like
big.
a hibachi style.
Like you could have it on the back of the truck after the beer league or something if you're making dogs.
Bring it to tailgate.
In the parking lot.
Get some glizzies going.
Glizzy. It's a glizzy hour. Where's your guys' barbecue here? Where's the station?
We have one, right?
You guys have a patio?
Do
you have a patio?
No.
Oh.
But we need to buy a propane tank.
Or a rooftop?
But there's a back door, and then there's this whole grass area in the back. There's a spot so that we can barbecue. But yeah, my brother gifted us a barbecue.
Do we have it locked up at least?
That's in the back.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be locked up. Propane tank will need to be locked up. Yeah, that's got to stay outside.
Right.
And we'll have to chain that up.
Oh, it's inside in the back.
That's at the very back. It's at the back door.
Oh.
Barbecue.
Oh, that's handy.
I'm going to go take a look.
Yeah.
I'm learning more and more about our new spot.
And you guys are like 5-minute drive away from the business Costco.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is
we're closer because
it's an adventure.
It's only 8 blocks, but I would generally go to Costco 149th when I needed stuff for here.
And are you guys pickleball players? Does anybody play pickleball in here?
No.
I'd like to.
The EVPC Pickleball Center is just down the road.
Is it?
Yeah, it's sick.
I know West Soccer Center is right over
It's
here.
a new one.
Very happy with this new location.
Yeah. And then you have a Starbucks. And
boys are so happy about how much closer these things are to walk.
Harvey's or something?
There's a Harvey's / Swiss Chalet.
Yeah. Starbucks.
Wendy's.
Beside it. That's where I went to get
There's a
this.
Wendy's? Oh, yeah.
Wendy's
down.
right there.
There's a Wendy's.
Yeah.
There's a Dollar Tree, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
And get some
He loves
snacks.
Dollar Tree.
There's a pizza place
from Dollar Tree.
There's a pizza place that's just north of here. It's by the EVPC. It's right by the pickleball center. I forget the name.
Is that the $40 New York style pizza?
It starts with an L, I think, or something like that.
I think that's the one where it's like a massive.
Dude,
look it up.
My buddy took us there after pickleball like last winter. That was some good pizza, man.
Really?
Yeah, like it was legit good pizza, and it's
up.
kind of like in this little industrial place. You wouldn't know of it unless someone told you about it.
Lore?
Yeah, that's it.
It's a massive New York
L-O-R-E?
style or something. They load up the pepperoni.
Their pepperoni is crazy.
It's a big pizza.
Ooh.
It's good pizza, dude.
Quinn, I think, brought it into our old place like a year ago or something.
Yeah. Like we had it after pickleball. I mean, I probably was a little hungry, but I was like, whoa. It
fills you up.
Hidden gem.
We're going to have to try that.
Yeah.
Oh, Quinn did bring it in once. We've had it. I don't know if maybe you didn't have any.
180.
But I did not have any.
It's close to you guys. It's like 10 minutes away.
It is
it's pretty close.
on 106th Ave and 178th Street.
Yeah, 5-minute drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very close. It looks awesome.
I can't believe they only have one location, or do they have two?
I don't know. This is the only one that's close by,
and it's got character. Like you
got a
walk
wine
in there,
room.
It's got like 10 seats. Yeah, it's got a wine room.
Has a back patio.
Yeah,
it looks really nice. Actually, we should do like a team dinner there. That'd be lovely.
I do want to. I wish we had a patio. That'd be the only thing
and I think
that
it's
this
thin.
place doesn't have.
It's thin pizza, like New York
It looks
style, right?
awesome. Yeah,
it is pretty good.
But then they don't skimp on the pepperonis.
Yeah,
they
the pepperoni they load it up, and it's like the mini peps.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
Delicious.
And they get like
I think that's New York style. It's called or whatever.
Must be. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. Well, we'll go there. We'll try it.
Yeah, and the pickleball center is right around the corner, and it's like some old shipping and receiving place that they turned into 14 courts.
Making money, probably busy all the time.
Yeah. Although I find that we haven't played in the summer. Like there's me and a couple of buddies, 4 of us.
You're golfing.
Well, I guess It's tough to be in a gym, right? For me, it's tough to be inside in the summer. You want to be outside, right?
You're trying to fit in as much
wear
sun time as you
shorts and your slides and just enjoy it because it's a little window that we have here.
Yeah.
Because before you know it. Well, you were taught it's 5 weeks to Oilers training camp.
But who knows the way the weather is? Like, who knows what's going to happen in the fall?
Oh, I still remember probably 2
winter
years ago.
What if winter doesn't come till like end of November?
That'd be amazing.
That's fine.
It's happened, Right? Look at, what's been amazing is no smoke.
Yeah. Well, we've been very fortunate on that. Saskatchewan and Manitoba have been getting destroyed on that one this year.
They're in trouble right now.
We've had a great summer when it comes to that.
Yeah. Because we've seen the other side of it, and that is horrible.
But I remember I think it was 2 falls ago or whatever. September was like 20 degrees early September. And then it was like we hit a cliff. Like we got our 3 days of 20s in like mid-September, and then the next day it was like 0.
Done. Yeah,
and then we just plummeted.
Like our kids play soccer, and my kid plays BTB. So in the summertime, it's not a big window for outdoor.
Yeah,
and they had so many canceled games like a few years ago. It's kind of depressing, right?
Well, driving
because you can't play when the air index quality is like super high.
We had some days where it was
10, 11 plus.
Well,
10 plus.
But that only goes to that. For some of them, there's other sites that keep going
higher,
and we were in like the hundreds.
There was one summer. There was one summer where Edmonton was like in the top 5 worst air qualities in the world.
Yikes.
Like with the cities in China, like on par. Oof. And I was like, wow, like that's horrible. Man.
That is brutal.
And I think that was the year where the smoke had kind of made its way down to the eastern states, like New York and stuff like that, and people were like freaking out.
Yeah, they're still freaking out.
Yeah, they still.
The official drink of the EST Hangout is the Finnish long drink, legend of 1952, a drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/cans where you can. So you're posted to find a liquor store or an establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock. A great, well, it's a great drink for all time, but a great summer drink.
And I have tried the peach.
And you've tried the peach, which we need to get to Canada.
And the extra strong 8.5 version as well, which was a little.
Who makes it?
Long drink.
It's their own company. It's the Finnish long drink.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Can or white can.
Really good.
Sugar free. They're delicious.
And they're local?
No.
Oh.
The long drink is a Finnish drink from
Helsinki, 1952 Olympics.
Finnish. Okay.
But they brought it. So some company they brought it to the U.S. and Canada recently.
Nice.
And it's outstanding.
Honestly, awesome.
I'm not sponsored by Sea Change. I just wear it because I'm
good local.
supporting local. But we kind of stumbled upon Beer Street or their Friday night market.
Yeah,
it's packed.
What a vibe, man! And we tried it. We were going for smash burgers, and they were like, "It's an hour and a half wait."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Are you kidding?" And people were like coming and getting like takeaway. But we picked up these peach flavored shitties.
Yeah, because it's the same. It's flat boy burgers with shitties with Sea Change.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. But those peach drinks were pretty good. Like they went down like butter on the golf course. Yeah, they were pretty good.
Some good burgers.
There's some skinnies, and then there's the big cans.
Yeah, there's a lot of like burgers just right there. That's amazing. And they're trying to make that the 3rd entertainment district of Edmonton.
I think it's already there.
Have they got it
like
approved?
If you go on any Thursday, Friday, it's rammed. It's rammed.
Because they want it, so it's open walk with liquor for certain hours.
Did you see?
Well, we found out you couldn't walk with open liquor.
See, but that's what they're trying to make.
Yeah.
That they're trying to make it the 3rd entertainment district because the one is 104th Market.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other was Rice Howard Way is an area where you can walk in between. And
I think that was a hit and a miss.
Yeah.
I don't think it worked out that well.
And then you get like a specific cup from the restaurants so you can open liquor in this area. But I think they're trying to make that one. It's being proposed. Take that back.
Maybe it was okay.
That makes sense though to do it there.
Yeah, they're proposing it so then you could just walk around with your drink.
Sure.
Which would be huge.
Alley Cat, I don't know if you saw for the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. I saw Sarah from Alley Cat did a video on her Instagram story of an inflatable 6 o'clocker lager, the big inflated 6 o'clocker lager. I thought that was great. Yeah,
should borrow that one of these years.
That would be awesome.
Hangout headlines brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Premier conditions, top-notch service, unmatched value. Book your tee time by visiting the Ranch Golf today. From by all accounts, great conditions, great course. You're going to want to book up because they're going to get full, especially with the nice weather that we've been having. And I think we get a little rainy in the next couple of days, but then it picks back up.
It's supposed to be nice towards the weekend.
Yeah. Adam in Quebec City, I got to get to this.
Yes.
There's a couple things here.
Yes.
He was wrong about it. Tommy misread it as Arsenal Milan. He was asking about match day 1. So take on Premier League match day 1, which starts next week.
Oh, day 1, yeah.
But Arsenal Man U is opening weekend.
Did I not read it right?
You said Milan.
Yeah, well, Milan would not be in Premiership. So.
Said Man U. Sorry, my bad. My bad,
Which, as a United fan, it's a terrifying opening match after what was a dreadful season last year. I'm very much expecting 3 lost points
Hope
to start.
Is eternal. Hope is eternal.
It's
but
a tough schedule for United to start.
Made?
You got Arsenal, you got Liverpool. I can't remember who else we have.
We just cut ties with Nunez. He's going to Saudi.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Make room for the mushroom, buddy. Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac.
So
I don't even know how to say his name.
So there's this Sesko, I'm butchering his name probably, from Leipzig.
Yeah.
That United is going to be taking, it seems, from Newcastle.
Okay.
So it looks like United's going to get that transfer through.
Newcastle is just losing.
Somebody created a failed transfer starting 11 for them of ones that they've tried it for and haven't been able to get.
I don't understand what happened.
Cunha is going to United, and Bimo, his name's I don't know how to fully pronounce it. He's gone. So they've made a couple moves bringing in. Rashford's off he went to Barca.
Yeah.
So they've made some moves, but they were so dreadful last year that I have right now not a lot of hope going into this campaign. So Arsenal United, it's a very tough opening one. And that's next weekend. I forgot who Liverpool has.
To play?
Yeah, in week 1.
Yeah, it's...
But losing Nunez, wasn't he like one of your guys' big names to bring in a couple
that guy's
years ago?
Captain Chaos. Like he was crazy when he'd come on. You didn't know what you were going to get. So I think people are okay with that. Yeah.
You feeling good about the season?
I think so. Yeah, they play Bournemouth on
that should be an
15th.
Easy win. Oh, that's
Bournemouth, Newcastle United. Oh, there's some irony there if they get the player they're looking for. And then they play Arsenal. There's a big break, though, between the first two games, 15th and then to the 25th. So it must be like FA Cup or some sort of... Because that's 10 days.
15th to 25th. Oh, so they play the Friday to start.
Yeah.
And then they play the Monday the week after.
Right.
So they get just a weird schedule. And then there should only be one more. And then it's going to be... Or does it go right into international window?
I think it goes international because then there's a break till the middle of September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, and then United season to start. I know it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Their start is Arsenal, Fulham, Burnley, City, Chelsea, Brentford. So there's no Liverpool.
City, Chelsea, Brentford. No. United plays Liverpool in October on the 18th. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a long season again.
Like I think Liverpool,
they should be the favorites.
Wow.
Again.
And
what have they lost really without replacing?
Well,
last year they were just so good.
Yeah. And I think with, Jota's death has kind of that is going to be the theme this year.
Something to play for.
Right? He was a heart and soul guy, and it's just the circumstances surrounding that was, I think, it was absolute shock for everybody. So just a lovely fella who, how do you even predict anything like that?
Yeah, for those that didn't know, there was a Liverpool player, him and his brother were driving up to Liverpool from Spain.
Yeah.
And they got into a car accident. I think it was a Lambo or something, fiery crash.
Yeah.
Jeez. And both passed.
Yeah, Diogo Jota. He was great, produced. Sounded like he was a team favorite, right? Like one of the favorite teammates and stuff like that. So, yeah, he had married his childhood sweetheart. They had 3 kids, young kids. So, yeah, pretty tragic. But I'm sure there's a logo or a patch on the jersey.
Something.
Yeah.
And as you're right, there's going to be a lot of that. That is something.
It's very emotional, right?
That'll be tough for those players, and they'll go out.
That connection, yeah. It'll make every game mean something.
What does Play Alberta have right now for Premier League? They have Liverpool as the favorites, plus 175. Arsenal's plus 225. City's plus 325. Then it drops. Chelsea's plus 885.
Yeah. They're kind of in their place. Spot.
Arsenal's always it seems like they find a way to mess it up.
Yeah.
It's just what they do.
I have family who are a couple of members who are Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans, and Man United fans, but the rest are Liverpool. So, yeah. Man United had its time, man. So
Liverpool's had its time in the past too. Now you guys are back.
No, but that was more international stuff. Now it's like we're winning titles. So
yeah, United will one day come back, I think.
Yeah.
Their big thing is they need to build. They have had such issues behind the scenes, and they need to build a foundation there, and then that's going to translate on the field. And that's just, unfortunately, it's going to take a while for that to happen. And that's starting to happen. It started last year where they started bringing in the right people. Sure. I feel like bringing in the right group behind the scenes.
I think their biggest challenge is like, Sir Alex Ferguson is this legend that ran that club for so many years, and you're never going to be able to replace the guy.
No.
Right? It's like you can't. And so then you keep chasing to try and implement or do what he was able to do at the club. And you're chasing a ghost.
They also had like a technical director or somebody like that who helped. I think it was David Gill was his name or something, who was instrumental in bringing the players that Ferguson wanted.
Okay.
They both left at kind of like the same time.
Yeah.
So that was a crusher.
That would be a crusher.
So, but I mean, it's not easy. They've gone through a lot of, there's a lot of negatives on United. They've done a lot of cost cuttings and cutting jobs and things like that.
Sure.
But there's a lot of other, they've opened up, they've redone the training facility for the players. So there's a lot to try to get back United to being United.
United way, yeah.
So we'll see. But, the manager, Amorin, he's got a lot of pressure because he's stuck in his way of one system and it didn't work last year.
Yeah.
So better work this year. But the one thing, like this year, 2 of their top targets that they've brought in are guys who have scored in the Premier League.
Yeah.
There's a difference in scoring in the Premier League than the rest of Europe. And they brought in guys who know how to score in this league, whereas in the past, it's always trying to get guys from other leagues and other countries to come and score. So they're trying.
The Premiership's a tough league. It's a physical league.
Yes.
People don't give it. They don't realize how hard it is to achieve success in that league because it's a much more physical game, I think, than the rest of Europe. And just even watching games and having been over there and having had the chance to watch games up close, like there is like jersey grabbing and it's almost like there's body checking almost even, right? Like hitting guys off the ball and stuff. It's tough. It's a tough
skill
league.
Won't save you.
Yeah,
out there. You need the physicality.
You got to fight through it. Like you can roll all you want. Like you're not going to get the calls. So yeah.
Play Alberta over under. Download the app. Visit them. PlayAlberta.ca. Promo codes for the month of August. EST Sports, deposit $20, get a $50 free bet, or YEG50, deposit $5 and get a $50 free bet. If I set the over under at 1.5 games, Tommy, of soccer watches this year in the Premier League. What do we
Is
take?
your dad even a soccer? You guys are a big Italian family, no?
Yeah, but no soccer. So I'll go
AC
with the
Milan
under on that one.
And not even 2?
Not even 2.
Hey, put money on Liverpool every game. You'll probably win.
That's not worth it.
It isn't, but they're
minus. I was just looking. I've actually looked for a parlay for the opening weekend, just because it's like you have to put a bunch together to try to get it. Because soccer could be so difficult.
I would pick a game parlay where you would pick the new guys to all score. It's the same. Like
that'd be an interesting
game. I mean, that's they're gonna want to prove their mettle and all that stuff.
But in the first weekend, like Liverpool's minus 357 on the money line.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
City's minus 238 against the Wolves on the money line.
Screw City.
Tottenham's minus 345 against Burnley. I don't trust Tottenham in that one.
Spurs can suck it.
Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Chelsea's minus 192. Like if you combine Chelsea at minus 192, City at minus 238, and Liverpool at minus 357, you get plus 176.
Oh my God.
So it's tough.
Yeah.
Like, so, but that's the thing you have to, especially in these opening weekends. It's like, okay, well, hopefully these teams get off to the start.
Soccer's tough to bet on, man.
Because it's that draw.
Yeah.
It's that draw that will screw you.
Yeah.
I should just bet Arsenal.
I was in England last summer when the season kicked off. I was there. I was at stadium in Brentford because it's my local. Because I was born in like the west side of London. There, Cranford is the neighborhood I used to live in, and so Brentford is the local team there, and they have achieved like crazy success since they moved up to the Premiership. And I think their old barn was over 100 years old. Smelled like piss.
Of course it did. Don't people just pee in like the stands?
No, they
used to
in the stands. But they've just built a new barn, and if you ever get a chance to go over there, and you want to watch a game, like it's 18,500 seats, not a bad seat in the whole house.
Those are the venues I want to go to.
And visit. It's brand new, and it's just down the road from Heathrow. Like it's perfect.
United is then,
and you probably have a better chance of watching like a Man U or a Man City or Liverpool game there, as opposed to going to like their home barns and trying to get a ticket.
United's trying to build a 100,000 seat stadium.
Yeah, how does an 18,000 seat stadium with a team in the Premiership compete against a team like Man U that wants to get 100,000 in there?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to compete against the big teams, but for them, they make it work. Like they're sold out every game, so they know they're going to make X amount of dollars every game, 20,000 people. And they make money off of the jerseys and TV deals.
In the end, there's the rich in soccer.
Yeah.
There's the
haves, the
middle
have-nots.
class, and there's the poor.
Yeah.
and the poor go up and down. They get relegated. They get promoted.
Yeah.
Middle class are always just going to be there, but they're never going to threaten for the title. Mm-hmm. And then there's the teams that can go win the title.
So is Brentford soccer poor?
I put them more middle class.
I think
right
they've
now.
done really well, right? They've I think they're above 500, and they've got a good team. They put a good product on the field, and I think they draw all of their local supporters because I think the barn they had before that was not anywhere close to like 18, 19, 20,000
Really?
people, right? So
I'll look this up.
they were able to achieve success, make money to enable them to build a new barn, right? And so their ownership kind of, went down that road. And
they've stayed in the Premier League the last 4 years.
Yeah,
so like they've earned their way back up.
yeah, and their value is probably shot
Shooting up more
It's
and
kind of
more.
like a Wrexham story, right?
Yes.
The stadium?
Yeah, that's it.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's
So-
really nice.
Yeah, they've
We
worked their
sat
way.
like one section behind the net, and I can't remember who was playing, but it was entertaining. And if you're like when you're sitting in that stadium, because Heathrow is just down the road, like
You
there
can
is.
just see it all.
If you're into planes, like
Yeah.
you just see like the big A380s or
That's
the
cool.
Emirates planes, or all sorts of planes. Like you won't see the same plane twice, which is kind of cool. Like kind of in the sky above the stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, that
London
looks really
has.
nice.
How
And
many
the food
teams
is really
London's
good
got
there.
this
The
year?
food is really good. They have, I think, some local beers. Good vibe, solid vibe,
This season,
safe, good,
Premier
good family
League?
fun.
It looks
There
nice. It really
are-
does.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Winnipeg's football stadium.
Oh, okay.
Right? Not a
Which
bad
is
seat.
nice. Yeah.
Not a bad seat in the place, and you're right on top of the play. Like there's no,
I love that.
like it's the field, a little bit of room, and then it's like the first row of seats.
Including Brentford, there are 7 London teams in the Premier League this year.
Wow.
Wow, 7. Okay.
Like that's
I wonder who got relegated. I don't even remember anymore from last season.
From last year. Relegated was Leicester, Ipswich
Oh,
Town,
yeah,
and
Leicester.
Southampton. Leeds is back up, Burnley's back up, and Sunderland's back up.
Can you believe Leicester got relegated and they won the Premiership? Like, when was it? 2000?
14?
Was it 2014? Yeah, maybe. Has it been 9 years?
They won.
That was 5,000 to 1 odds for them.
They won
To
the
win that year.
title. 15-16.
15-16.
I remember that year with JMO on 12-6. Like, I was like, JMO, we need to book a guest from Leicester. Like, Wes, they're about to win this.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is a huge story.
The Vardy party is over.
This is... Yeah, but he just left, too.
I think so. He's old now.
Did he go anywhere, though?
He may have. He could play somewhere.
He's a free agent still.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he could go to Middle East. Maybe.
Go to Wrexham.
go to Wrexham.
Well, that's
How
the
is
story of
Wrexham doing?
They've done relatively
I think they're
well.
one league. I think
they're
they're
in the championship now. They're
which
one
is
league away
nuts.
from the Premier League, but now this is
They're
where it gets
gonna make
tough.
it. They're gonna get there.
This is where the big boys are play.
This is where the big boys play.
Like,
But you know
again-
how much money they have now? Like, you know what they're worth
Right.
compared to what they were? So
They've made a lot, but then the
You
flip
need
side
money.
is you've got 3 teams that we just mentioned that have gone down who have a lot. They had Premier League money last
Sure.
year, and they still have that.
Yeah.
And there's a couple like you're in the big boy league.
But you
now.
need to earn the money to be able to buy
Yes.
the players to be able to have a chance.
But they're like that team that a lot of like
they have a
older
chance.
players like are always rumored to go to because it's like they also want the big name, and now like you can go get them. Like a Jamie Vardy going to Wrexham in
Yeah.
championship makes sense.
yeah, and he's a winner. He's won.
Yeah, that would actually
Yeah.
make sense.
That would
So
make
there's a
sense.
few. I heard that Christian Eriksen they've reached out to.
Oh wow.
Again, a guy who would make sense to be in the championship, and then
Yeah.
you could get
You need that leadership.
and you'll be. But if you're that player, you get the global exposure of being Wrexham.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So this is a big year for them.
Did they? Because
That's Reynolds, right? Ryan Reynolds.
yeah,
And
and Rob McElhaney.
What a shrewd business.
Have they renovate? Because I know they were working on the stadium as well.
They may have, dude.
They were building it up.
I think I
did
remember
they get
seeing a
that
story
done? I'm
where
looking for it.
where their value has just gone through the roof. Like they've made so much money, dude. Like people who were not even fans,
Right.
were buying Wrexham gear because of
It's the thing.
the Netflix stuff and right.
I think they built this expansion.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Interesting.
Yeah,
See-
like they bought it for £2 million in 2021, and now according to the Yahoo Finance, they're suggesting the club is now valued at £150 million within 5 years.
Yeah, they were looking to.
7,400% increase, guys.
That's insane.
That doesn't. Where does that?
well-
where does that happen? That doesn't
Well,
happen
you get
anywhere.
two movie stars or Hollywood stars.
For sure. But what a formula. Like, hey, let's do a Netflix documentary.
Brilliant.
Put us on the map.
Well, now they've done it again with another team, which is with Mexico. Eva Longoria is part of it.
Really?
Oh, wow. That's smart.
And there's, I think, a doc on that one as well. But they bought out a Mexico team. So
Sorry, Wrexham's value could rise to 150 million pounds.
I just saw an article, 475.
475 million pounds?
Dollars.
So a third of that. Yeah, so around the same amount.
And apparently, like the team, I don't know where this is from. A while. They were looking for selling to 15% of the club. I don't know if they ended up doing that. Yeah, from 2 months ago, they weigh raising funds up to $475 million valuation.
What a crazy
which would make them the most
is.
expensive team in the championship.
Yeah, I could see that.
But it's also now you can't make the mistake. Like the slog of a championship schedule
Yeah.
is tough.
Yeah. I'm
And
sure
there's no rough like we can
Easy.
afford like a couple weeks or something. Like
Right.
it's
Easy
go.
stretches, yeah.
There's a lot of games. It's difficult, and you got a couple clubs that just were in the Premier League last year that want to beat the crap out of everyone to get back up there.
Yeah.
You got to make the right moves because you could either just sit there or you could easily get relegated again.
Right.
So we'll say it'll be fascinating to see how well they do.
You got to come to the cabin when Man U plays Liverpool.
I'm good. I don't need to go to enemy territory.
So the cabin on Jasper
Yep,
is like
good
the
spot.
home barn for
Yep,
Liverpool
yep.
fans. And there's always this dude he's a Man City fan. And when Man City was rolling, he would always come and he would watch the games there amongst all the Liverpool fans, man. And this guy he was crusty. He'd give dirty looks like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And I would be like, man.
Was he there last year?
I didn't see him last year.
Yeah, that's a little tough. I don't respect.
Although I didn't go.
If
I don't
things are
know if I
tough, you
went
gotta
when it
go.
was a Man City game. But if you're a fair weather fan or whatever, and you want a good breakfast, it's actually a good setup. It's
United.
they have an English. They have like a breakfast buffet,
Oh yeah.
and you can watch the game on the big screens. It's actually a good vibe.
Well, there's a good Liverpool supporter group in Edmonton. I
Yeah.
think you guys are the best. Arsenal's got a pretty good
They're pretty
supporter group,
solid.
I believe. United, there was a listener of Edmonton from
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
moved up to Regina. He's actually going to be at the Nasty Bash, I think, on Friday. Johnny
I'm
Alberta.
shocked that Man
Johnny
United
Alberta
doesn't
one.
have
Well,
one.
he started one.
Yeah.
And they're going into season 3.
Yeah.
It's small, but it's at first round.
Yeah.
But I went for the Europa League final.
Right.
And I don't think they were prepared for how many people showed up for the final because it was full.
Okay.
The guy,
Nice.
I was sitting at the bar and
Yeah.
people would come in. He's like, find a spot. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Was that
Otherwise-
Marco? Good dude.
It might have been.
Yeah. He's usually there.
And there was a few Tottenham fans for that one, but for the most
Yeah.
part, it was all United.
Yeah.
So like it's slowly growing, the United one, but there's also not a lot. It's a tough
cool.
time to try to grow something when you go to
For
be just
sure.
miserable.
I must say, I mean, I joined the Edmonton Reds. I can't even remember how long ago they started, but the lady's name is Joanne Healy, and she and a number of people who help run it. Jason Rockwell is also part of the group, and I mean, they have done amazing things. Like they have raffles for pictures, signed stuff from players. They have a connection to the Liverpool team in Liverpool.
Well, because you guys are an official supporters group.
Official supporters group, and they raise like thousands of dollars for local charities, and they've been over there to like accept awards or to present money to the club there too, and it's amazing.
That's cool.
And people bring like clothing, and they have clothing drives and food drives, to raise funds. It's they've really created something special.
Cabin's a solid spot to watch soccer.
Yeah, Cabin's a great spot. Yeah,
We watched
We
World
did
Cup
World
there.
Cup
It's
there.
not a
We
bad,
watched Copa there.
It's not a bad seat in the place, right?
No,
got
they
lots of
do that one
monitors.
right.
Although there are times when the games happen, like the night before, the DJs, obviously got a full dance floor and the party's going on, and he inadvertently maybe pulls a wire or something that's needed to play the game and to
right.
get the audio right. So it's been a scramble at times. So
That's funny.
But there's always someone in the crowd who finds a way.
Community Shield this weekend for you boys.
Yeah, that's just
Sunday or is it Saturday?
I don't know if it's Saturday.
Taco has a text. I know we only have 5 minutes left here, but Taco says, ask Min what he thinks of the changes that the Oilers have made this offseason.
You know what? I like them. I like the fact that we have some youth who can come into the lineup hopefully, inject some speed, because I think that was absolutely missing last year. It's unfortunate that we made the changes that we did before last season, because I think anytime you change that much personnel, it's going to take a while for guys to gel and to get chemistry, and I think we saw that, right? But I think these moves give me some hope, right? Like if you have some young guys, I think in the system now, who realize just how competitive it is when you get to the big club, and now they're going to be trying. They've got a shot, right? You got Savoy, and you have this kid from the States, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully they can produce. If you're playing with two of the best players in the world, you should be able to put the puck in the net.
In theory.
Yeah. I just think that every young player in this system, the maturity is just like on, is having to develop exponentially, right? But that's what happens when you're playing on a team that has a shot at going to the finals.
Fair point.
2 years in a row. Yeah, it's a crapshoot. It's an absolute crapshoot, and I still think there's maybe some moves that are going to happen. But and I just hope that Stu is maybe along his trajectory a little faster as well. People ask me about what happened to them the last 2 years and how we didn't get over the hump. Well, you can't beat a guy like Bobrovsky. Tell me another goalie in the league that you could bring in that would be as good as him but better. I don't think that goalie exists.
Yeah.
Right. And credit to Florida. They're just a complete team.
They got better too.
Oh, they got so good. I was
crazy.
there for I guess it would have been game 6. And when the Oilers came out, we were watching the press box, and I was like, okay, we got a shot here. The first 4 shifts, it was encouraging. But they were able to get through the team, but then there was Bobrovsky.
Yeah. And
then they turned it around, and Reinhart comes down and walks both of our top D and scores on the first shot. And I looked over at Craig Ryan, who was the shooter with me to cover it, and I just said,
Craig Ryan.
I said,
good dude.
I said, we're not winning this.
Yeah.
Right. So they were just suffocating, right? The defense was just they just snuffed out any chance the Oilers had. And then they just skated the puck out without even it wasn't even a first pass. They were just skating it out with 3 strides. And so you had Seth Jones, you had Brad Marchand, come on.
You know what's
slam dunk.
Interesting about what you said there? And when people are asking, why can't the Oilers get over the hump?
Yeah.
It's because the hump got even bigger.
Yeah.
And it's like a unwillingness to acknowledge that they just ran into a better team.
A buzzsaw, man.
Yeah.
It's an absolute buzzsaw. So they have either got to get tired of making it to the Stanley Cup final 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row now, and physically it's got to take a toll on them, or injuries have to come into play or something.
Yeah.
That's the only way this team's going to lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they have all their guys locked up.
They have this winning. Now they're thinking okay, I think dynasty talk is now in the picture.
You go win 3, it's a dynasty.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go win 3 and 4,
Yeah.
it's a dynasty.
Yeah.
So they have 2 windows, I think, to go get it
Absolutely.
done.
So they're
3 and 5 might come close.
and even post game, you saw it this year compared to the year past. I think McDavid came out, Leon came out, Ekholm came out, and Skinner came out. And McDavid was the first guy to talk to us, and just looking at his face, and he was basically like, yeah, we got beat by a better team.
Yeah.
End of story. People were trying to ask him what it was like in the room. He's like, well, no, we lost. We lost to a better team.
Won.
These guys have been playing their whole life. He's been playing in the league 10 years. When you run into a team like the Panthers, the team that they were, you got to tip your hat.
Yeah.
Last year, they were excited to have finally made it, and they kind of got distracted the first 3 games. And I think that was the year to win it. This year, they just lost to the better team.
3 to 6, CBC Radioactive, 93.9 FM.
Oh, yeah, I better go there.
7, what is AM? 790?
740.
740 AM.
Yeah.
But 93.9, what's coming up on the show, do you know?
Today is what, Wednesday? I'm actually going to go talk to a guy here. His name's Trent, and he builds these, he's on Instagram, he builds these rinks. He recreates famous moments in the NHL.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And I don't know if he uses a 3D printer or something like that, but he just recently built the old corral.
Yeah.
So I think it's the Battle of Alberta, and it's the Flames, and people commission him to build his stuff.
Yes.
It is
I've seen
spectacular. It is spectacular.
It is really well done.
So I'm actually going to go talk to him and pump out a story. And then I'm hosting Friday,
Oh, yeah?
Monday, Tuesday. I hosted the morning show Monday. on holiday Monday. It was it was very quiet, but yeah, we had a fun time.
There you go.
But yeah,
CBC Radio.
I'll be on there Friday. I'll be on there today and tomorrow, but Friday
3 to 6.
Tuesday. Yeah, 3 to 6.
Man, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Always a pleasure.
Lock Shop coming up in a few minutes. This was the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. We also got Oil Stream, both Lock Shop, Oil Stream at BP's in Clareview. On behalf of me and Tommy, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in to Edmonton Sports Talk, the clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today